Okay, alrighty. Welcome, everyone! Let me turn the music down a little bit. Welcome, everyone, to the Dark Side of the Moon with yours truly, Wolfku at the helm. Hello there, Gilhan Black. How you doing, son? Yo, Ryukami in the chat. That's a fact. Ryukami in the chat. Grello, Goku 2.0, J. Bunny coming in, showing up to the showing love. Hope you guys like the new background, because I paid for it. I wanted to be all mystical and otherworldly and show you that I wanted to make some changes, really. Gonna start doing some more changes to the stream. I don't press my luck. I don't need luck. I have darkness on my side. Kingdom Hearts reference. I have the power of darkness on my side. Hey, it's King Piccolo. How's your chest doing? You're doing great, doing some Dokkan battle. I like what I see. Good to see. How are you guys doing? How has your day been? Tell me. In this whole wacky world of ours, how has your day been? Oh, bad. Bad in the chest. Ooh, sorry about hear that. What? Sadako, no, I'm not worried about those guys. Like I said, I have the power of darkness on my side, and this is the dark side of the moon. An other world for me to play around with. And you're a guest, so don't be rude. Dun 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 dun. I wonder, should I invite people to my dark side of the moon? Let me see here. That should do it. Yes, the dark side of the moon is complete. Just vibing, you know. Well, that might be nice in your realm, but this is my realm. And in my realm, what I say goes. I am the be-all, end-all. I am the Grand Poobah, the god, the myth, the legend. Anything you can imagine I am in this world, in my dark side of the moon nexus realm. This is my domain that I play with. Go be a god in your own universe. This is my world. Yo, Wizard! And how you doing, Wizard? That's right, nothingness goes on forever, so yeah. Nothingness, I also have that domain as well. We nothings, if nothing and if light and darkness go on forever, then we beings of nothingness are also eternal. I am eternal. Hello, J-Boo. How do you do? I think you're not missing the definition of eternity. It's eternity. You can't destroy something that goes on forever. Otherwise, it would defeat the purpose! Hey, Just Joseph showing up. We got Just Joseph showing up in the chat. It's Cat Prod joining the dark side. She has come to the dark side of the moon. Just give in, Ryukami, and join us. I'm letting you guys live in my world. This is the dark side of the moon. And this is my realm, and we are having fun. We're just gonna have fun. We're establishing an entirely new thing. And all must join. Yes, that means you too, Mega Man. That means you too. Anyone caught inside my Nexus realm shall join my side. We can do anything! Have cookies and muffins and talk about how much I hate Frozen and how much I hate current Star Wars and how people suck all the time except for us because we're awesome and how much everything else is just stupid when it's not in this realm. You know? Humanity is gone. We must move on into my realm, the dark side of the moon. And here we're in the clouds. The moon is our big shining beacon of light, and we can just do whatever we want. We have pizza and whatever we want. It's awesome. We left humanity behind because they failed. They had an opportunity, they failed. And now we must take care of our own. That's right. We're building a new nation! A new world. My world. And if you don't want to be left behind, you better start joining up now. Because in this realm, everything you want shall be granted. Yes, we have plushies. Of course we have plushies. I don't know, Cicero. Can I see you? Am I even real right now? This might even be a dream. Wake up. Wake up. That's right, J-Boo. See, J-Boo gets it. He's in. He's in. Ryukami, you have the arrogance of assuming that I'm gonna let you into my world. That's a very presumptuous that I'm even gonna let you in my world. You won't be able to see it. So how can you burn down something you'll never even find or see? What are you gonna do? Look beyond what you see? Huh? Yes, I'm simply ignoring you because you're creepy. Hey! Look who's contributing to the world. Megabat with a $20 dono. That's gonna go towards the Saiyan Slayer go. That's right! Yo, Daniels! I allow who I want to allow. Miss Nerdfan, how are you? Welcome to the dark side of the moon, which is my own realm. Realm for me and my subscribers to just have fun. We escaped from humanity because, you know, humanity's kind of... They kind of screwed up themselves, so now we're just here in our own little realm here with the moon as our shining beacon of light, and we just talk about whatever. Talk about whatever we want. Have muffins, have some food, watch stuff. Life is treating me fine. I got my own realm, I got people, it's going good. How's life treating you? Well, it should be fine. Humanity should evolve, but we have left them behind, and now we're here. No, I have not. I have not played Metal Gear Rising. I heard it's good, but I have not. Don't have the time. Too busy building my world. Thinking of putting my own little shop on that area. That might be nice. Yeah, my own shop sounds nice. Hey! Angry Mr. Krabs has joined, and he's giving us $2. I would have rather gotten $3.50 there, Mr. Krabs. $3.50. Would have loved to have that. Too bad. I'm starting tomorrow. I'm going to work out really hard so I can be a buff transgender woman, so I can break watermelons with my legs and the bad boys and girls. Well, well, make sure you go hard for your training regimen, you know. I know a thing or two about training, so you gotta really go for it. You know, gotta get those ab muscles and strength and the bulging muscles. I wish you luck, Miss Nerd. I wish you luck. What is with you guys showing me love? What is this, a competition at this point? A competition. Freaking Mega Man and Mr. Krabs donate. Mega Man is donating $10, and then Mr. Krabs here is like, "You're not gonna show me up." Giving the E. He said, "Fuck $3.50. I'm giving you $10 as well as super chat," and I appreciate that, actually. Get those gravity chamber. Yeah. Get those gravity chamber gains. I agree. Well, thank you, and I will. And when I get some muscles, I might break some. Don't break the muffins. You eat the muffins. Look, I get it. They're delicious, and you want to keep your figure, but you don't waste muffins. Don't break the muffins. Give them to me. I'll take them. Oh, that's okay, Mega Man. I appreciate that. No, I don't want you sipping, Cicero. I don't want you simping. Simping ain't pimping. J-Boo, I have a question. I just finished up the Harley Quinn show. Well, all the way up to the end of season 2. I really enjoyed it. I wonder if you've seen it and what do you think about it? No, I haven't seen it, but I have seen clips and they were funny. Hey, it's Golden Bulls joining the realm. How you doing? Welcome to the dark side of the moon. A new world for me. A new world for us all, and I stand at the helm as your messiah. Okay, if you want the muffins, the only way you can get them if you say Chi-Chi is always right. Oh, no! 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 She is not always right. She is wrong in certain instances, and I am not backing down from that. I'm not backing down. Why does she always have to be right? I'm not simping for Chi-Chi. Alright, there was that one time I did, but, you know, she had me on a leash that day, and... Oh, God. I don't even remember what happened after that. Oh, God! Oh, God! Darkside, do you transform this? No, it's just a realm for us. Think of it as our own world. This is our new world that I've created for us to have fun and talk about whatever and do whatever. This is our realm. Do you not see the clouds forming in the back? With the moon shining as a beacon of hope? It's our realm, our life, and I have created it. We also accept donations and contributions, of course. Yodelad and Queen of Rollies, how you doing? Exactly, Gohan. Exactly. Oh, come on. You'll be fine. Take it like a man. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Tori is the name. Hi. Hello, Tori. I can't say. Crossy is coming into the dark side of the moon. I understand that. I understand that. See, you get it, Miss Nerdfin. You get it. You hush, Golden. You ain't contributed jack, so you have no right to speak in my realm. I know, she slapped me, I know, right? She's an abuser! She's an abuser! She abuses me! That's why I'm in my own realm now. What's this? I don't know, I'm gonna call that just Joseph, but it was more of an emote. Yeah, owl yourself out of here! Get out of here! Get out of here! Have I seen season 2 of Helluva Boss? Yes, I have. So now we know why Stolas is messed up. Jafar is his daddy. Hashtag Jafar Daddy. You wouldn't dare, Miss Nerd. Mr. Why? And I was gonna let you crush my head between your thighs, but nothing. You know what? I don't want it now. No, I'll leave what I want. How dare you defy me? This is my world! My world! And I get what I want. If I jump, J-Boo will say how high, and Megabat will throw your ass up there. Because this is my world. And you're just lucky to live in it. Favorite line? That is a annoying sound. Here, why don't you cease this bitch crying? That's my favorite. I'm going to crush your head between my thighs and collar. Please, you couldn't catch me. I'm super fast. You can't catch me. I'm sorry. Did you hear anything? I heard a golden bull is chatting, but she's no longer in the realm. Because I banished her to the dark side of the realm. No, she went to the light side of the realm. I hate the light side of the realm. Hello, pure evil. I am gonna try you, Miss Nerd, Miss Fan Nerd. You just think you coming in all hot, huh? Well, I try. I'm trying. You know what? I'm showing up to the venue and I'm taking pictures. Because the light hurts my eyes. That's why. Can we say that Stella is a bitch? She's a bitch, but a bitch with purpose. I like that they didn't make her this like sympathetic character. I like that there are layers to her character of why she acts the way she acts due to her upbringing, and she prefers like a more strong male dominant, and Stolas is more submissive. Because clearly she was the one screwing him in bed, and she clearly wants a man that isn't submissive. But I like that she genuinely treats Stolas bad, so you don't have to feel bad for her as much, so you can understand why Stolas did what he did. Still should have divorced her, but still, easily understandable why Stolas did the way he did. So I like what they did with that. They didn't go that route. Like, you can still understand Stella's character, but and there is layers to her character, but I'm glad they made her a bitch. And like they didn't like make her as sympathetic. Well, they both were married against her will, actually. It wasn't just him. Remember, they both were forced. It's not just Stolas. It's both of them were forced into her marriage. Don't you think going against Harness, his Saiyan pride, me personally think should both pretend. Yeah. And don't worry, I want to show you why they call me a nerd when I'm done. Hey, you stay. Hey, back off, nerd fan. I will not be bullied. How dare you? Also, what's up? Dre, thank you for the bits. Also, nerd fan, are you in the Discord? I'll get you guys in. For those of you guys right in the Discord, you guys need to join my Discord. Maybe you guys can come in and chuck and chat it at it. Schmat it. Matter of fact, Royal Squire, Dog Print, or Muffin Print, Megabat, I command you to get my Discord and, well, never mind, you already did it. See, that's why he's the prince. He's already on top of things. Seriously, what prince is this? There's like so many. Oh, yes, Megabat, how are you? I can do it on this day, I learned from Bess, plus Pierce told me I had to. Nah, block. How thick is your thighs, by the way, Miss Nerd Fan? I'm curious. Hey, Scarlet Flower! Welcome to the dark side. Didn't he divorce? Well, he's getting a divorce. I'm more worried about the brother, because I actually know the brother's pretty bad. You know. Again, and both of their... you have to look at... I look at both sides. I wish they would delve more into Scylla's backstory. I'm just glad they didn't make her, like, sympathetic. TIMEDOUT. Oh, curious. Oh, really? Strong, like, I broke my garage can and it was metal. Ha! Yeah. Well, that's because Stella wanted enjoys the lifestyle and the status that the Goku family had, and Stella clearly was not with all that. They basically confirmed what we suspected. I just wish they would have delved more into it. They really just focused on on Stella's side and not Stella's side, which I really wanted to see. I wanted to see I was hoping it was like they were gonna meet as children. And seeing how that interact, because they only showed you know, her choking her animal to give you a general impression that she's unhinged. But I wanted to know the reason why she's unhinged so I can understand it better. I don't want to just see Stella's side. I want to see Stella's upbringing, so I can get a full picture. I don't want to see everything through just Stella's eyes. I want to see things through her eyes as well, so we can get a full picture. Because we've seen things through Octavia's eyes. Now we're seeing things through Stella's eyes. Now I want to see things through Stella's eyes and why the way she is, so I can get the full picture. Especially Stella's upbringing with her brothers and stuff like that. It's always fun to get the full scope. No, it'll happen at some point. Trust me. Viv loves to do that. It'll happen at some point. It's the reason why you're asking, because you want me to crush you. I really hope you're getting more origin stories. Oh, yeah, sure. I want you to crush me, Nerdfan. If you can catch me! And yes, I want more backstories on certain people I like. Who's my favorite character in Helluva Boss? Luna, Osmodius, Viscerali. I love Millie and Moxie as a collective. Yeah. Good stuff, good stuff. Yes, I am the one and only Viscerali. Let's see, I'm doing good. Childhood friends. They've, more confirmed. We know he has a sister, but you don't see Viscerali in those family portraits. That's why they're more friends. More like childhood friends. What, you're assuming just because they're imps and they're both child in the same circus? The reason why you know they could be good, but the reason why you know they're not brothers is because they've already the dad flat out stated that Blitz is his son. Never said Viscerali was his son. didn't even bring it up. He's like, oh, Vizarali's gonna be doing something. It's like, oh, Blitzo, that's my son, you know, like that. Unless they want to go the half brothers route, but they would have brought it up. Clearly, it's more of a childhood friend thing. Ah, Juggerman. Yes, I destroyed Juggernaut. Jump the Killer has joined the dark side. I can catch you, and when I do, I'm worse than 21, and my voice does sound like Rude. You stay away from me, nerd fan! You know I love Rouge the Bat! I simp for her. She's my baby. My lover. My queen. My pride. The pride of my No. No, we're not doing that. We are not doing this. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. Anywhoosies. Hello, Godzilla in heaven. Why are you in heaven? This is the dark side. This is my... Sure, why not, Godzilla? Why not? You can just ask the question. You don't need activation. You just ask, questions. I'm just here vibing and doing my thing. I could have one. Let's see. I feel, you know what's crazy? I feel like I've seen Miss Nerdfan somewhere. Miss Nerdfan, you're a content creator. I could have sworn I've seen your name around here before. I could be wrong, but it's been, I don't know. Let's see. If quizzles are, if quizzes are quizzles, what is our, I have no idea what you just said. What's up, Dalton? Which character do you ship in Dragon Ball the most? Bulma and Goku. Bulma and Goku. That's who I ship. If you ever watch Sonic X, my voice sounds just like her from the show. Maybe I can cosplay as her or Bowsette. Or a maid. I don't know what you look like, so I couldn't tell you personally. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know these things. But maybe, Gohan and Video for me. I love Videl. What's my opinion on Ultra Eagle? What's an Ultra Eagle? That's a name. Ultra Eagle. One of those characters. When I catch you, it'll be your choice if you want your. Hey! Don't say that. I am not your good boy. I am me. I belong to myself and I'm done with being dummy-mommied. I'm tired of it, alright? It's exhausting. You people wear me out, and I don't feel like being domed. 21, Vaggy, fucking Charlie, Chi-Chi Black, and Otaku, Vados. Oh, don't get me started. Well, that's coming soon. Which do I prefer, Broly or... I prefer Z Broly. I prefer original characters. I don't dislike Super Broly. I just prefer Z Broly, because I like ruthless, non-sympathetic characters who are just badasses. Ah, I got you, infantry. Oh, Raikou. Hello, Raikou. Plus, I can call my friend She-Hulk. You found my waifu list, didn't you, Miss Nerd? Stay off my waifu list, all right? Love She-Hulk. She's so green and muscles and well-toned and. Why is your day sucked, Mega Man? Remember, we're in We're in the dark side of the moon. You can share with your family. We're all family here, and you can share your sorrows. You hush! You're not in the family yet, Golden Bulls. I haven't accepted you yet. Oh, I see. I see. Gotcha, bud. What's my favorite fusion character? Z Gogeta. Or Gogeta in general, but Z Gogeta in particular. You disrespected me. That's why I've accepted you. If she pushes you, I don't know if you want to get pushed back by the Dragon Balls, or do you want her to visit you the afterlife? I'm not dead yet, though. I ain't dead. I'm very much alive. Understandable. These things are quite understandable. You march nowhere. You see, if you try to march into my realm, you'll just go out the other way. The realm can only be accepted by those who I accept. If you try to cross into the realm, you'll just end up back in your own realm. It's like a two-way thing. Unless I allow it. I don't really have an opinion on Drip Drip Goku. Am I religious? Yeah, of course. Of course I am. I have many religious, non-religious friends. I don't have a strong opinion on either side with those guys. I just kind of do me. Or do you want Catwoman instead? Come on, Miss Nerd, come on. You know I love Raven. I'd take Raven over any chick you throw at me, even Rouge. And that's saying something because I love Rouge, but... You're talking for me from the realm, but you're not in the realm. Me and Goatable, you guys ain't walked into nothing. That's you know what you're walking into? You're walking into nothing, because that's within your head. Nothing! It's all in your head! You talk to me because I speak from my own realm. I'm in your head, guys. Wake up! I have watched over hundreds and hundreds of anime. Godzilla. Hundreds of anime. Of course. How about Raven, She-Hulk, and all the waifus in the maid outfit? One of them is in a hot bikini. Well, I've already had Raven, and that's always going to be a thing. Maybe. Can I say banana? Banana. How would you react if someone crushed on you? I've had stalkers, just Joseph. I've had stalkers, I've had people confess to me multiple times, actually. I've had quite a few. And it's always awkward. Flattering! I've been hit on by boys, girls, transgenders, traps. Flattering, but yeah, and it's always awkward. That's all I can tell you. It's just awkward. What was the first ever anime that got you? Dragon Ball, Yu Yu Hakusho, and all those Bleach, Naruto, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon all came later. I have a question. Are you working together with Prince Vegeta by any chance? No, I am not. We're acquaintances at best. We're very cordial with each other. You know, very cordial with each other, but we have no intentions of working together. Hey! So, yeah. Blanco wants his money back. The creator of El Blanco wants his money. That's my opinion on Gohan's new form. A question. Let me see. A question. I want to get into Kingdom Hearts, but what franchise do I start? Because there's a lot of Kingdom Hearts games I don't know which I should start with. Do I read the comic books? And if it has a yes, it has a comic book, but the comic books are more comedical in nature. I definitely recommend you they're not necessary, but I definitely recommend you read the comic books because they're more like slice of life kind of comedical. As far as what to start on, you just start up with the first game, Kingdom Hearts. There's Kingdom Hearts, then you want to go Chain of Memories. Chain of Memories, obviously, because the Game Boy version is... go Chain of Memories, and then you go Kingdom Hearts 2. Then you go 153 by, 2 days. Birth by Sleep. I think Recoded was after that. Did we do Recoded, and then we did Dream Drop Distance? Then you got the, what was the one with the Aqua? Birth by Sleep 2.0, was it? I can't remember what it was called, but it was one with Aqua, then 3, and yada yada. I'm kind of a little bit behind myself because I haven't even finished 3. I still have to do Melody and Dark Mind and all that stuff. I'm behind myself, and I'm a true Kingdom Hearts fan, but my work has literally, since 2019, taken over my life. And I was the one, I shit you not, and I can shit you not, I was the most excited for Kingdom Hearts 3. And I played it the first day it came out. I pre-ordered it. But then my channel started doing well, and it just took over my life. And I was the one waiting for years for Kingdom Hearts 3. Years! I was a child when I finished 2. I'm an adult when I got 3. Let's see. We're not working together with that. No, we're probably not gonna work together, guys. I wouldn't get your hopes up, honestly. We at this point in our I would say at this point in our lives, like, we both just kind of flock to our own group. Me and him, like, we'll say what's up to each other every now and then, but we kind of just stick within our own segment on the internet. Like, that's just how it is. Ugh, don't bring it up, Crossy. Don't bring it up. Oh, there's a lot of DBZ YouTubers I would never work with. I'm not gonna say any names, but there's a lot of DBZ YouTubers I despise and do not like. But I don't like to start drama, and it's just not worth my time to start drama. I will never work with certain YouTubers on here. Ever. I've had the pleasure of working with many talented people. Hey, new subscriber. Oh, the poor fools. Yeah, I've had the privilege of working with many talented VAs, animators, and people, but there are certain people I will never give the time of day. And there might be people you might like, and I'm sorry. But yeah, it's just not gonna happen. I have my own integrity to maintain, and it's just not worth the hassle and drama. That's why you never see me talk about certain people. They're gonna ask regardless, because we're gonna constantly get new people in. Mega Matt. It's kind of unavoidable because as your channel grows, more people come in and they don't know the situation. So unfortunately, I have to. Yes, Crossy, you are one of them. So why always gotta be about you, Crossy? Huh? Why is it all gotta be about you? What are your thoughts on Goku's new form in the manga? He has a new form? I've been slacking off. I need to. If there is 4-star ball, I need to step my game up. I didn't even know about this new form. Oh, you mean True Ultra Instinct, where he has like the... Oh, it's fine. No, that's fine. Do I have TikTok? Yes, I do. I do have a TikTok. It's the same as you see the channel, Bridge Goku. You want the reassurance. You can reassure these nuts in your face. Just kidding. Let's see. Yeah, it's probably gonna be frequent. But by the way, we're also at 150K, guys. You think we should do like a special stream for that, or should I just save it for the 200K? Should we do like a halfway point, 150K like stream or something? Yeah, that's a good milestone. We hit it a lot harder. You've been with me since 30K, my man. You've been down. You have been down with me. My people's rocking with me since the beginning. Do the 200K special? What do you guys think will hit 200K? Because we're about to hit 150 soon. What do you guys think will hit 200? I'm actually curious. Save it for 200? Okay. Okay. I mean, we're moving pretty quickly. We hit 150 what? Within like a couple months, I'd say. Which one should I play first, Resident Evil or Kingdom Hearts? Because I've never gotten into both and I want to get into them. It depends on what you're looking for. If you look for the fantasy stuff, like, if you want something that's going to fuck with your heartstrings, Kingdom Hearts is the way to go. But if you want to kill zombies, have a good time, and just, like, watch the series evolve. Both series evolve over time, but I'd go with Resident Evil. But it depends on your preference. Like, do you want to be tug at the heartstrings, kill... You know, have a DX Machina, a super powerful DX Machina weapon. Go through the emotions of that game. Kingdom Hearts goes through your emotions. True Ultra Instinct is a new form. It's just an omen or a path to... Yeah, I know that already, yeah. I thought it wasn't... Not to mention the songs, bro. I'm a little biased when it comes to Kingdom Hearts. I love Resident Evil. Resident Evil 4 is my favorite. I also love RE7 pretty well, and... 8 was really good too, so, you know, yeah, RE2 was great, so, yeah, but them Kingdom Hearts songs get me all the time. Simple and Clean, Sanctuary, oh my, even the remix, that with Skrillex, the remix was so, Oh, it's gonna get you. Kingdom Hearts is gonna get you. It is going to get you. It's Disney, and Square Enix, they know how to tug at your emotions. Is it going to be more emotional than the Spider-Man? Yes, actually. They have emotion that's going to hit you. The reason why is because they have Spider-Man on PS4 is one game that gives you one emotion at the end. And I know, because if you go back and watch it, when I played it, I cried. Anybody who watched me play Spider-Man 4 knows I cried at the ending of 4, because it reminded me of, you know, my own family situation. Kingdom Hearts, on the other hand, does it on a consistent basis. It makes you feel many emotions, not just a sad emotion. It makes you feel so many emotions, I would say. Happiness, sadness, lonely. It makes you feel a lot. The Kingdom Hearts series makes you feel a amalgamash of emotions. It's not just one emotion, I would say. Captain Zero, hello, hi, how are ya? How ya doing, Goku Block? And Captain Zero is here. When's the next video? Tomorrow. I upload every day. Leave me alone. Are me and Synthetic friends? Yes, of course. Me and Synthetic are friends, yes. Well, I don't want you donating because you're underage. Unless you got permission from your parents, Toxic Call, I wouldn't want you donating because you're very young. X Series 0. Circus Gallery event. Oh dear God, it's a dirty slut in my and my chat. What do you want? I didn't invite you to the dark side of the moon! Ugh, it's a koi boy. What do you want? This is an A and B conversation between myself and my peeps. Just make it your own, Toxic. That's all I can say. You got beef, bruh? I'm in King's Speech. How about that? Coming to King's Speech, then. You bring your ass into King's Speech, and we'll see about that. I want these compound hands. I've seen a lot of commercials back in the day. Oh, the commercials are awesome. The game was made by complete chance, by the way. I'm just saying, there's a lot of games you gotta go through, Miss Nerd. You could do it with me sitting on your lap. Yeah. Do it. Try getting through that game with me sitting on your lap. How about that? No, I'm not a furry quiet slayer. How dare you? I'm a wolf. That's what I am. Wolf. And yeah, we got problems. As I was saying, you're a dirty cotton candy slut. And that's how it is.
Well, you're blue cotton candy, so how about that?
That's because I'm fucking delicious.
And you're also a furry.
Who Miss Beautified wants to tap and squeeze between her legs. Anywho, also Miss Nerd Fan's trying to get into Kingdom Hearts. So I told her, yeah, just you know, go. She was Resident Evil, Kingdom Hearts. I said, with if she wants more emotions, she should go with Kingdom Hearts. If she wanted more like action and horror, go with
Okay. If you want to get hit with the feels,
I already said that. Yeah. I already.
get hit with the feels, go Kingdom Hearts. If you want zombie, go Resident Evil.
There you go. Not to say Resident Evil can't hit you with the feels, but nothing hits like Kingdom Hearts. Like she was like saying, like, is it more emotional than the Spider-Man endings? Like the Spider-Man ending was emotional, and I did cry, but Kingdom Hearts does multiple emotions. It's not just one emotion; it's multiple.
And honestly, I can't think of a single Kingdom Hearts character that's not memorable.
You don't remember them.
No, seriously, Abridged. Try to name a Kingdom Hearts character that you would consider memorable.
The grandma from Kingdom Hearts 2. But then again, I remember her, so she is memorable. they didn't utilize her as much, though. I wish they'd utilize her more for Kyrie's lore.
Like, are we ever gonna see her again?
Even Sora's parents are memorable, and I didn't see them.
Yeah, like, did Xehanort kill Kyrie's grandma, like, when he was pursuing her?
See, because I have a lot of things I have to do, I need to cover them, because I'm going to be working with a voice actor for the person who I was 16. If you know the character Jude, he plays him, and I also have to do an interview with the You got a lot on your mind. You got a lot you got to do, Miss Nerd Fan. I love how you gonna do that and have time to squeeze me in between your thighs? That's what I want to know. Apparently, she does a great Rouge the Bat. I'm doing good. I am doing good.
By the way, Sir Golden Bowls is wanting to play some Mario Kart. His new stage has just dropped. How about you, AG? You win?
I'm in the middle of something. You have to donate if you want to get me involved.
Not right now.
I'm doing something. I got things to do. You want me involved so bad? Donate. Cause I need to pay people for the Comic Slayer dub. This shit costs. What's up, Dark Prison? Which character would I date? 18, Chi-Chi, Bulma, no doubt. Boba got that wagon. Don't worry, I'll find a way in, and when I do, you're the first on the list. Do you have a Discord, Mr. Unified? Hit me up on Discord. I'll add you on my friends list. Yo, my Buddha! My Buddha! Noah, how's it going? Yes, the koi boy is... The koi... Oh, yeah, they can't hear you, huh?
Wait, they can't hear me?
Now they can. Sorry, you were muted.
So this whole time, it just sounds like you've been talking to yourself like a crazy person.
I'm in my own Nexus realm. I told you, I just invited you into the realm. Now they can hear you. You see? This is why I have I'm Supreme Overlord, because If I don't want them to hear you, in my realm, they won't, because you haven't been invited into my world. Now you're in my world. Congratulations, guys. Give me a big round of applause. Round of applause. Round of applause. And would it be okay with you when I get my drawing tablet? I don't know when it's going to be, but when I get it, would it be alright if I do some animations for you when I get... Sure, I guess. I usually conduct business on email or Discord. That's why I asked you for your Discord, but sure. I always welcome fan art and stuff, guys. I do. Yeah. And Mega Man's like, what's up, Snoop? What up, Snoop? Hey, don't you disrespect the prince. You answer him.
Goku, you've got a new subscriber.
You're a meep.
Meep!
Oh, the poor
Meep. I know, right, Golden Balls? He's totally delusional.
Golden Balls needs them cheeks clapped. I think we can agree on that.
She's been wanting to clap your cheeks for a long time.
Oh, by the way, Abridged boy, you are a fan of that Helluva Boss and stuff, yes?
Yeah, it was cool seeing Jafar. What I know why Solus is the way having Jafar as a father. Oh, will you cease this bitch crying?
Oh, you saw it.
When I used to go to college, I hated people putting fish in microwaves. Well, I don't put fish in microwaves. That's weird. But yeah, that was really cool. They got Jafar to play Paimon, and Paimon is like is a race that is like who can turn into like a lot of races to mate. Like think of like that episode of Futurama where Leela was dating Balbazar and he was different races. That's kind of what Paimon is. It's like, oh my god, there's so many. Oh my god. Oh, you're the owl one that I screwed. Whose mom I screwed? Like, and the fact that it's Jafar's voice is just, dude. They've been making like they did the thing where Stolas is basically Jasmine and Blitzo is Ali. So they did song Prince Ali, but he is to be, but not as you know. And it fits so well. Look it up. It's so good. What? Oh, you gay? I'm not. You are gay.
By the way, so I think it's safe to say Warner Brothers is officially worse than Disney. Like no matter how bad Disney fucks up, Warner Brothers will find a way to top it.
I don't like Warner Brothers neither.
I know. I just hearing some of the bullshit that Warner Brothers has been doing lately, and it's been pissing me off. I'm just thinking, thank God they never bought Star Wars. Good Lord.
No. Disney is just as bad. No, I have no doubt. Like, you're not gonna erase years and years of what Disney has done in their past, no matter how much they try to cover it up. But Warner Brothers ain't no better. Discord server, it's not. I don't think Prism got kicked. Mega Man, send him another invite. Why is it?
I say Warner Brothers is stupider with some of their stupid ass decisions.
I don't know. I'd have to look.
Oh, hey, we finished making the Batgirl movie. Yeah, we're gonna scrap it, even though the movie's completely done.
Well, that's a lot of... Disney's done that too, boy. You can't... Disney has done that as well.
When did they scrap a complete movie?
They've scrapped plenty of concepts and ideas. And
right, but they never... But, that's the thing. They were done with Batgirl.
I couldn't tell you how many... Fine! I will give you Koi. Jeez, here. Mega Man. God.
Wait, what?
There, you can have them.
Okay, let me explain how Disney can be just as bad. Or is just as bad. Okay, for years, not only have we been getting poor quality in terms of products, we were getting attacked for criticizing it.
That is true. Anytime you criticize them, they'll try to ass pull.
Demonize.
They'll try to pull ass pulls like, oh, you're just racist, this and that. And it's not like, oh, a few fans. No, they basically say you guys are racist. The entire fan base, and even people within the company. I've seen people who are just attacking Star Wars fans, by the way. Outright attacking Star Wars fans. Like, these are your...
Even getting other fans that support their shit to do the same, too.
All right. It's just that Warner Brothers is pissing me off because
I'm not saying you're wrong. They're both horrible companies.
I'm saying just as bad. We're saying Disney's just as bad.
What pisses me off, though, is the reason they're scrapping the movie. A movie that a lot of people put a lot of time and work into, but they want to scrap it for tax exemption.
Didn't Disney do that to all of fucking Lucasfilm, though?
Didn't Disney try to do the same thing with Disney World?
If we're going like, you know, if we're comparing, like, remember they scrapped all of Lucasfilms' ideas.
Like they made a big fuss about
Yeah,
Disney
but at the
World
same time, it's
literally
And by the way, they were
own town's rights.
most of those products were into production and were halfway. We were denied Battlefront 3 because of them. And that was nearly finished. You can look it up. The assets fans are actually remaking the assets right now.
The company that was doing Battlefront 3 went out of business well before.
Not to mention, guess what?
That one's not on Disney.
KOTOR remake is been delayed indefinitely.
Also, Sonic series. Hi, I'm horny. I got a lot of horns. I'm so horny and so. What the fuck is wrong with you, Sonic series?
Like not to mention.
But
And also,
I do think it's bullshit though that they're scrapping the Batgirl movie, despite the fact it's finished. Like, here's the thing: it's not like this is a concept or a script or something. The movie's finished; it is complete. But they're saying, "Fuck it, we're gonna scrap it so we can get tax exemptions."
And
Hold
on. Ryu Comment says, "I mean, Disney was made by a member of the third."
Not to mention, Walt Disney was also anti-Semitic, so.
Oh, jeez, can we not?
Well, no, it's just I'm sorry, Koi, but
we're pointing out, we're making a point.
Koi is yes. While Warner Brothers is, I mean, even Miss Nerd says like, I mean, Disney has rest up. In my opinion, it's homophobic as well as canceled 2 shows. They had 2 girls kissing in the show, but.
Okay, yeah, that's
not to mention. Right. I saw that clip like, "Hey guys, these black kids who wanted to, they say hi to Sesame Street. Yeah, no, we're just gonna wave you off." And
not to mention, here's another problem with this. Like, we can't erase the history of both of these companies.
Well, no, it's that they try to hide it. I would just accept like this is how we were, this is how we are now, but they blatantly try to hide it.
Yeah.
It's like I would, watch the episode of Drawn Together, like where dude, they predicted this too, like it was in 04, so they predicted this 8 years before Disney bought out Star Wars.
Drawn Together predicted Bill Cosby.
They made Mickey Mouse. Look, wow, you have a good point, but we will not stop it. I'm not even gonna get.
Here's another thing. Another thing with the Batgirl being canceled, people were actually not for it either. So
I don't know. I thought it looked interesting.
Cool. You think everything looks interesting though?
I'm willing to give stuff a chance.
No, you give everything a chance. No matter
I gave you a chance, didn't I?
You didn't know who I was. You didn't know who I was. That's very presumptuous of you.
I gave you a chance, didn't I?
Because here's the difference between you giving Abridged a chance and you giving everything that's being given by these companies a chance.
Yeah, hey, Koi. Hi,
you didn't know Abridged at the time.
Koi, I'm a serial killer. Please give me a chance. Invite me into your house. Don't worry, I won't kill your family or anything. Miss Monroe says, "Don't get me wrong. I've never went to Disney World. I have. Disney World's fine, but I've never been to Disney World. But I want to go. I would never in my lifetime work at Disney. Plus, if I worked at Disney, they're probably going to fire me because I'm trans. Probably.
Yeah, I actually,
you don't want to go to Disney, actually.
I'm just kind of mad at Warner Brothers right now.
No. Your anger is completely justified. I understand.
Look, we're not
disagreeing.
What we're saying is Disney is just as bad. Honestly,
in retrospect, pulling up the Disney comparison was dumb.
Again, Koi, I mean, dude, the fact that they shut down all of Lucas Arts and redid it, me and you are in agreement on this. Why not let them finish their stuff?
Not just it, like, but not only decanonizing the Legends material, but claiming that it never existed in the first place.
Like you wrote the goddamn story. Like they're like, oh yeah,
they
Disney
could have easily made it a completely separate continuity and marketed off the 2 continuities.
I mean, that's what Dragon Ball does all the time.
Oh, don't get me started on the Dragon Ball retconning.
Yeah.
I'm pissed at Warner Brothers because I think they're gonna cancel the
One at a fucking time, guys. Koi, go.
I'm just mad because it's like, oh, you're going to cancel the Batgirl movie, but the fucking Flash movie with Ezra Miller, who's currently on the run from police. Oh, yeah, no, that's
But Koi, give him a chance.
Actually, I heard that...
We got to give him a chance.
Actually, I heard that might be canceled next.
But look how
or
long
that he might be replaced.
But look how long it's taking, though.
Yeah, like, why is it taking them so long to condone the guy? The dude was terrorizing Hawaii for how long?
Because he identifies as a different thing, so that makes it okay. Which, by the way, that sets transgender people or anybody that just sets them back. It's saying that you can get away with anything as long as you identify as this. That's not doing that community.
That's not doing any favors.
That's making them look bad. And I always said they don't give a shit about LGBT.
Is not only giving them equal rights but also equal repercussions for their actions.
Ms. Minora says, "I wish I was there. I wish I was someone." Jesus Christ, the thing's getting in the way. I'm sorry, Miss. I wish I was there. Was someone who can tell Disney and Warner Bros. Get your stuff together because I know they act differently. It's like they both act childlike. It's sad and annoying. Like sometimes I just want to quit being a Star Wars fan because Disney and most of the fans. Girl, you and me are kindred spirits, girl. I'm telling most people. I tell people I'm a Star Wars fan. They just say
and they're still doing it.
If we're to do a comparison about which company has their shit together more, I would say Disney beats them out on that. That's not exactly.
That's not exactly a ringing endorsement.
Because like I said, they were investment.
And to be fair, Corey, you're just more of a fan of Disney than you are of Warner Bros. You're not really saying.
No, that's the thing. I am a fan of Warner Brothers. I do love Warner Brothers. So when they fuck up,
I said you're more of a Disney fan than a Warner Brothers.
You're more you prefer Disney over Warner Brothers.
If you were more of an equal kind of thing, I get it. You know.
Well, that's the thing. I wish it was equal, because I wanted legit have good debates of DC versus Marvel, but Marvel's been kicking DC's asses in the movie district.
Live action universe. Animation-wise, DC's been dominating.
Animation-wise,
even the DC animated movies have been slipping.
Yeah, but Koi,
only recently though.
And that's only recently. That's Koi. I can name you plenty of animated films. You know this. You know this.
Superman.
You know
that. You know was pretty decent.
You know this for a fact that DC dominates in animation and Marvel dominates.
I know.
We all know this.
That's actually something that does piss me off, though. It's like, DC, you were doing so good in animated movies. Why are you slipping?
Here's the thing. With animation, Marvel always been slipping.
Not true. Marvel's Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes was pretty damn good. Spectacular Spider-Man.
What about the Doctor Strange movie? What about Thor? What about the Avengers animated film?
What about Spider-Man? What about Ultimate Spider-Man?
Do not get me started on Ultimate Spider-Man. We do not talk about Ultimate Spider-Man.
Anyway. Alright, so listeners.
And it pisses me off because I actually like the comics of Ultimate Spider-Man.
Well, yeah. Dude, we were denied Ultimate Spider-Man 2 because it got scrapped. We were gonna get an Ultimate Spider-Man 2.
A video game?
Yeah, the sequel to Ultimate Spider-Man. We were gonna get that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you also see the gameplay for Spider-Man 4? Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 4. It's the assets are there. Yeah, you can actually play it.
Yeah, they canceled that game as soon as they canceled the movie.
Yeah, no, they had the game ready and up and running, and then the movie got scrapped, so everything.
But that's more of Sony's call, not Marvel's, because
the Disney ain't got nothing to do.
Until the recent deal, which has them both kind of share the rights, Sony, for the most part, owned the film rights to Spider-Man.
Let's be honest, Sony basically came crawling to Disney like, please, save us!
So, Miss Nerd says, I was wearing a Star Wars hoodie, and then someone told me when I was at Star Wars convention to take it off because people were transgender like you should not be a Star Wars fan, and...
It's bullshit!
Like, what the fuck?
Okay, Miss Nerd Fan, you almost threw it. I would have thrown hands if I was there. If I see someone disrespecting anyone just because they're gay, trans, or whatever, I'm punching someone in the face. I'm sorry, but hey, if it was okay for my grandfather to shoot Nazis in the head, there is no problem with me punching a Nazi in the face.
If it was okay for my great-grandfather to be
guys, you gotta hear this story. I got a story y'all are gonna, and I wish Mizbin was, I don't know if Mizbin's around. I may have to call him. Let me see. No, he doesn't.
Yeah, no. I see you waving a Nazi.
He doesn't get off till 9. So I'm gonna tell you this story real quick.
I see you waving a Nazi flag. It's on site.
I don't.
That flag.
I don't care.
That flag is going up their ass.
I don't care.
No, that symbol was tainted. I'm sorry.
I don't care about the swastika. If you want to make jokes and stuff like that, I really don't, because everything should be made fun of or nothing gets made fun of. But
make fun of it, yeah. But if you're like standing in front of Disneyland protesting with a Nazi flag,
course,
it's like,
Coy, I'm not saying that.
Coy. What I'm saying is that symbol was, that whole meaning of that symbol was changed ever since World War II.
Anyway.
Well, yeah.
Now,
I feel like any bigot should get a bat upside the head.
All right, hold on one sec. Jesus Christ.
Go ahead, Abridged, sorry.
Now I just got donated $50 whenever you call me. You have entertained me. We'll take this charitable donation. Now, what I'm saying was, so my PC went out. My PC has been going out for a while now. So I have to go to this guy. Now, you guys know repair companies, you'll send your PC in, they'll tell you to come back in a week or two, and then they'll find some bullshit reason that probably wasn't that bad, and they'll charge you for it. I found this guy, right? And the saving grace with this guy is that he can get things done within a day, and he saves me so much trouble. But what I tell you, and I'm shitting you not, the trade-off is almost not worth it. I respect the hustle, but this dude, like, let's say I'll bring my PC in, right? He'll get it fixed within 2 minutes. He will delay you for hours and get you caught in conversation that spins a narrative that I cannot even fathom. Don't worry, he can be a funny guy, but every time, and I mean this, guys, every time we talk, it's always into something that's everything's run by the Jews. It's everything that's anti-Semitic, and it's just like you just sit there and just like, he touched on so many things that I'm just like, don't get me wrong, he's a smart dude, but he's also very narrative based and very base. It's like, dude, you are really anti-Semitic. Like you are, yikes. Like he's talking to you like he's known you for 10 years. Like, dude, I just want my PC fixed. I want to go. I'm not interested in politics or whatever stuff you're spitting or whatever. The conspiracy theories that this guy comes up with is just mind-boggling. I mean, mind-boggling. And I'm just, like, there was one time he talked me down so much. My dad literally left me because we were in there for 4 hours. He got my stuff done within 20 minutes, right?
Here's the funny thing with me.
I just imagine Abridged's dad leaving and Abridged's like, come back here, you coward, don't leave me!
No, he was fully gone.
Jewish teacher, and he was a very cordial person. He was very nice. We actually had a very interesting religious topic.
Well, no, this isn't like an interesting topic. Like, this is just fully, anytime you try to talk about something else, he spins the narrative back to Jews. It's like, we recently had like a shooting, over here in Chicago, right? I was not there, God, and the guy, and he's like, well, the guy was Jewish, and the guy was, and he showed me pictures of the guy in like drag and all that stuff, and he was right to a certain extent, but he kept spinning it like it was every semantic thing, like everything that has to do with, but it's just like, dude, I ain't got time for this shit. I just want to get my PC.
The majority of people, regardless of ideals, would be against that type of ideology.
And it's like dude, I took Mizbin with me. Guys, I shit you not. I told Mizbin everything, right? He believed me, but he was like, he didn't know. So when I took him up there, he wanted to poke his brain.
He wanted to see just how bad.
He wanted to see, because his brother's a conspiracy theorist, but his brother is actually a conspiracy theorist that you could actually listen to, because he'll cut the conversation off and keep it moving, and it's not bad. But with this dude, when we went there, again, the guy could be cool if he when he's not talking and spinning all these narratives that he's trying to get you to say. And Mizbin did owe him on certain topics that he didn't know about when it comes to like gun laws and all that stuff. But the guy kept spinning every narrative. Dude, I went to the bathroom. He went to the bathroom. And, like, I kept getting mad at Mizbin because Mizbin was curious on how far he can get this guy to go. And I just wanted to go because I already called an Uber. And this dude, like, I gave Mizbin the most, like, you motherfucker, stop encouraging him. And he's, but he's curious. He wants to see how much he can pick his, and even Mizbin was like, bro, you are absolutely right. I know I was right. I know, because it's like everything he tried to do, he just kept spinning the narrative. And he kind of like he has all this insider information and yada yada yada. But when we got to me paying him, he couldn't even work my fucking card to get him paid with the card readers. He was putting the card reader backwards, and I wanted to say something.
That dumb motherfucker.
But it's like, I was like, oh my god. And he had me up there for 10 minutes to get the card reader working.
Did he blame that on the Jews too?
No. I'm surprised. I'm surprised he did not. Dude, Coy, when I go there next time, like, because he said I gotta get, like, he knows this shit about computers. Like, he's smart, but he's he's crazy. But what I'm saying is,
he's basically a douchebag.
When I go there, Coy, I'm gonna have you on speaker. Don't say nothing. I just want you to hear what he says.
Oh God.
I'm gonna have you on speaker, and I want you to listen. Don't say anything, but just listen. You are gonna be like, oh, like, dude, that second time though, when I tell you I was like, I know, Cole, you wanted to play Fortnite. Everybody was calling me that day. He had my emotions physically drained. I just wanted to go to sleep. My body hurted by the time I got back home from all the toxicity that I had to listen to. It's like I'm not open to talking and stuff, but he kept delaying. You know, they turn on your PC to make sure everything's going right. He did it multiple times, like 5 times. 2 times is enough. It works. But he kept doing it because he wanted to keep this damn conversation going. And you try to be polite. You're not trying to be rude or disrespectful or any of that. But I had a limit. Dude. There's a limit. Again, got my shit done in 20 minutes. Was there for 4 hours.
That's why you gotta say, like, hey, I got something to do. I got an appointment.
I did. He still talks to you though. Like, you're putting out hints, like, you get the box ready, like, and he's still going.
Look at your watch.
It's still going. It's like, I don't care.
Okay, Abridged, next time you go prepared, you're going to have a friend call you within 10 minutes and you pretend like, what? My friend's been in a car crash. I'll be right there.
He wouldn't care. Let's be honest. He wouldn't give... The stuff that this dude said, like, dude, he talks too casual. And I appreciate people who are more, like, real, but not to that real. Like, bruh, there's a limit. I don't know you like that. I really don't know you enough to be talking about, and I really don't want to talk about this stuff. Because you are crazy.
Yeah. It's one thing when someone's venting.
You know what I love? You know what I love? Like, don't get on the George. He talked about the George Floyd situation. I'm not even gonna get on that. The Civil War stuff, and I'm just like, bro, I really don't want to do this.
All I'm gonna say is that there was a lot more to than what people on any side thought there was.
Yeah. Oh my God. Miss Nerd says, don't worry, Coy. When he told me, oh yeah, because you better run. That's what your people do when I turn back. I run like the Terminator, and I kicked him in the balls so far in the balls. It was wearing on my boots, and he was in tears. And I said, don't ever say that again. I did that right in front of his wife.
I have a very low tolerance for bigotry. Very low.
It's also hypocritical too. So
I treat.
Because like I said, Star Wars was as diverse as it could get. So why can't its fan base?
I really don't care who's a fan. Like just like what you like, guys.
Exactly. That's the whole point.
The only thing I would diverge on you is the level of your fandom. Like me.
But apparently, if you like Kenobi, Abridged will be on your ass.
No, I won't. I just don't like your reasonings and saying that it's a great show and this and that. I just wholeheartedly disagree. I like who was in it. I like the fact that they baited us.
There are things to like.
I'll tell you this much: they baited us just like they baited us in the sequel. Hey guys, you're gonna get Luke and this and that, and they're gonna.
I'm sorry, Kenobi was way better than the sequels.
By what margin? Like tell me what they did better, or what they didn't do in the sequels that they didn't do in Kenobi, because it was verbatim the same thing.
Okay, so for example, the whole depressed Jedi thing. For one thing, I feel like Kenobi's
same thing done with Luke. The same goddamn storyline.
I mean,
except I feel like Kenobi's way more justified in being depressed, and they don't make Kenobi.
Wait, how is Kenobi more justified than Luke Skywalker? They both.
What Luke
was supposed to be the one that started the Jedi Order, that gave this new hope. Was supposed to be different than what Kenobi, because Kenobi, you can justify, made a lot more mistakes. Right? Yeah. So Luke's depression makes a lot more sense than Kenobi's, because with Kenobi, he was in the thick of it at their own fucking propaganda. That's what destroyed them. But with Luke,
did you just say something nice about The Last Jedi?
No, I'm trying to tell you.
He's trying to make sense of certain things.
What I'm telling you is, when Luke, if you read the comics, and I know you have, Luke started his own order, things were better. How the sequels fucked up is they made everything basically Luke's fault. Why?
Yeah.
This was not how his character was. You basically said, this is how Luke was in the comics and how it's supposed to be, but this is how we're going to make Luke's character.
Like,
and as I
I
said,
had no problem with Ben Solo, but they could have put him in a expanded universe type of story with Jason, Jaina, and Anakin.
where I said it's Kenobi's fault, Kenobi was in the thick. A lot of the mistakes you can say, Kenobi made mistakes. And they're reasonable mistakes. He's only human, but it makes sense for his character. Like what happened with Qui-Gon and everything, how he had to overcome a lot. So, and remember, Kenobi, whenever he got, even in fucking, like I said, Rebels, he was more of a stoic Jedi Master and did not act the way he was acting. And at that point, you would think, it's been more years then.
Yeah.
Since the Purge. And he's fine. The second, like I said, the second Maul rolled up, didn't want to fight another. The second he threatened Luke, bitch, it's on. It's
Well,
on
yeah,
like
Rebels
Donkey
They
Kong.
could instead of having
Rebels
him be
took place
rusty,
after Kenobi. Rebels took place after Kenobi.
No,
so
it was
Point.
inserted in. The Kenobi didn't fucking exist. So you can't even say that. It was
Not at
not
the
a
time.
thing.
And
Not at
here's
the
the
time.
thing. It was also implied that despite everything, Obi-Wan also kept in touch with keeping his skills sharp.
Everything. And they said, no, we're going to go to, that's why I said retcon and going in a different direction. Same thing with Luke. They went in a different direction. They went to what was contrarily being shown. And when people see that, they get pissed. If I see Goku fucking just saying fuck Chi-Chi and murder her in cold blood, even though I know for a fact he would never do that, I'm going to ask some questions. And,
Yeah.
and you can give a justifiable reason all you want. That doesn't mean I like it. That
Like,
doesn't have to
if they make
support
it
it.
Like the only justifiable reason is if it's an alternate timeline and they explain how that version of Goku fell from grace.
Yeah, if you make
But
it, you know,
that's
if you make it work and stuff. I just don't like the fact that Kenobi's out in the desert and yet the Jedi are able to find him so quickly in the next episode. It's
And
like
well,
you
explains
suck.
it.
You must really. And
Here's
again,
another problem.
this wasn't even like a master Jedi. This is a fucking Padawan.
He also Obi-Wan
he only
also
found him because he
explicitly-
happened to spot him in the city. Like
That's
that was
my
just
point.
Point.
You're that stupid that you got found out
Can
that
I
quickly.
also add a point? Can
by
I also
pure
add
chance.
something?
It was dumb luck.
Can
Yes.
I also add something?
Go ahead.
What I was saying is, Obi-Wan explicitly said, "Do not search for him."
And-
Yeah, the
and
Jedi wasn't looking for him. He just so
and
happened to be
that's
hiding
my
on
point.
Tatooine.
That's my point.
All.
Kenobi was this random Jedi can find him, but Vader can't. All the
But here's the
resources in
thing.
the world, but this random
Here's
ass
the
fucking
problem.
Jedi can find him.
And
The
here's the
Jedi
problem.
wasn't looking for it. The Jedi
Yes, he
wasn't
was.
looking for it.
That's my point. He wasn't even looking, and they found him.
No, that's what I say. He actually was, because he
And he was looking for him.
explicitly said master.
Yeah, he actually was looking for him. Actually,
Well, no,
But
he
that's the
wasn't
pro-
looking for him. He just happened to see him like
Yes,
in town.
he
That's
was.
it. Like he came across him by pure chance. And
that's
not
good-
that even mattered because that Jedi turned up dead anyways.
didn't matter. My whole point was Kenobi sucks at hiding. He truly sucks at hiding. The guy gets found out so many ways, and they made him look so incompetent. I'm sorry. I get depression and all that stuff, but why is that? Why is that?
rusty, but at least have it established that he had honed his skills.
And look, I don't
eventually,
look, Coy,
too.
I'm not saying he can't be depressed and have all the. Look, I get it. It's how they were portraying him and making him look all this fault and all these mistakes he kept making. He never lost that he never lost that even when he got older. Again, we've already know he's made mistakes. We all know Kenobi's mistakes, but they were they were acceptable mistakes at the time.
Being rusty is one
Okay,
thing.
let's
It's
run
being-
through. Okay,
Hold on,
you know
hold
what?
on,
Let's
hold
run
on.
through.
Also, let me answer Miss Nerd Fans thing because she's been. I want to say, in my opinion, I really wish Ahsoka met Luke and Leia, not just Luke, because it was cool, but it would be more cool if she had met both Anakin's kids, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, I actually do
my
want to see a flashback of
my
how they
issue
first-
is Leia has really no connection in that sense. It makes more sense for Luke because of how
Leia didn't have a connection with Anakin until she came to terms with the fact that Anakin was a victim and
Yeah.
forgave him. That's it.
Yeah, like Leia just has none. It's one of my reasons I just really don't care for her, but it would be no point, honestly, in her meeting Leia.
Honestly,
like
they would have to change her character drastically.
That's why, like I said, I didn't like Leia.
And that's coming from me, who is a fan of Leia in the expanded universe.
I didn't like Leia because she took a lot from Luke. She had no business. You could take Leia out, and the story could be so much. I wanted the focus to be more on Luke and what he's doing, rather than you're bringing in Leia, who really should not even be in this fuck. Again, I have nothing a problem with the actor. And people, if you're gonna attack us, fold the fuck up. There was no reason to attack her. My issue is, my legit issue is, she has no fucking reason to be in the story. None.
Okay, the problem is
Neither
though.
did Luke.
The problem is, though, if you bring Luke into the story, that kind of contradicts episode 4.
No,
the whole
I
thing
didn't. No, it's not.
Luke.
I did not say that. I said I wanted the story. What's Luke doing? What does he think of the Empire? I wanted to see him. You don't have to bring him interacting. I want to see more focus on him because I thought that was the point. Kenobi protecting this fucking child, not Leia. All I wanted was screen time. I want to see what Luke's doing, how he's growing up as a kid. Because I thought that was the whole point of Kenobi, to put focus on Luke and Kenobi watching over this boy. And Vader trying to find... I thought that was the point, but apparently it's about Leia.
I'm sorry, but an entire series of Kenobi just sticking around Tatooine watching a kid would be kind of boring.
I never
Not
said...
true, because he fought Tusken Raiders, he fought a fallen Jedi.
He fought a lot of people. What are you talking about? And again, I never said Kenobi would just be doing nothing. He still has stuff he has to do.
And not to mention, he would be hunted.
And again, I'm talking about, and why are you mad that Luke's getting, like, a kid Luke who we didn't really know nothing about? Like, what does he think of the Empire? What does he think of the Jedi? I want to know more about Uncle Owen. Why aren't we getting more of them? Interactions with them. Picking Luke's brain. No.
With them was good, though.
Yeah, well, that's because I love Uncle Owen. But what I'm saying is, Coy...
My new headcanon, by the way,
how nice
Aunt Beru and Uncle Owen went out fighting the Empire in episode 4. Like, that's my new headcanon. Like, there is a pile of dead stormtroopers in that house.
Don't ask Obi-Wan Kenobi to play hide and seek with you, because if you're gonna do it, it's gonna be a sad game. And I was really confused about over the one show, because does Luke and Leia not remember Obi-Wan? Well, again, they've broke so much. I'll tell you what I did like about Kenobi. Since Coy says I love the Quinlan Voss reference. I love that they reference Quinlan Voss. I did enjoy the final battle, despite its fucking dark ass whoever shot that. Again, this is what I hate about their first encounter. It looked like it was shot. It was fan made, and it was like a fan made shot. I'm sitting here and watching. It was actually one of the worst fights.
Not even
it
that.
was the worst fucking fight sequence I've ever seen in my goddamn life.
Material did a way better job.
Yeah, like, what the fuck was Vader doing throughout this entire fight in the first one? I hated the fight sequence, and I know Hayden and Obi and Ian can go. I've seen their shit backstage behind the scenes. It was just
and even in Revenge of the Sith too.
Again, that was some fight sequence. I had emotion on that one. Kenobi sees Vader. I'm fucking running from this bit. Well, I guess I ain't got no choice.
I'm sorry, but that would literally be anyone.
No,
Abridged, if you saw Vader, you'd be running.
Ahsoka saw Vader, did not fucking run, so don't give me that shit.
Ahsoka wasn't rusty. Kenobi clearly was.
Why?
Kenobi knew he was in no position.
That's my entire point. Before Kenobi existed, he wasn't fucking rusty when he fought Maul, and Kenobi didn't exist at that point. So don't give me that shit. Before Kenobi, like I said, Obi-Wan was fine. Had no problems with being about that life. Axe Maul, beat him all in 2 seconds. And Maul wasn't that fucking rusty. He took out some Inquisitors. Right?
It's like...
That's not saying much, though. Inquisitors are like preschoolers in terms of Darksiders.
Well, no, Inquisitors were training and killing Jedi. And go ahead.
Yeah, if the Jedi sucked ass.
So that's your excuse now?
I'm sorry, the Inquisitors sucked.
So the Grand Inquisitor.
And again, your whole entire excuse is, I just think they suck. That's not an excuse for why Obi-Wan... That's not an excuse.
The Grand Inquisitor got taken out by a high-level Padawan.
And you know what he also did? Fought fucking Luke Skywalker.
Oh, the Grand Inquisitor?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, you're talking about that one cup. Yeah, and Luke took him out. Like, no problem.
Post-Empire? Yeah.
And also, they fought again, they're still hunters and they're still capable of killing Jedi. My literal entire point is Obi-Wan never lost that. Never. Neither did Yoda. Right, neither did
Okay, so basically...
Then what the fuck was Yoda then? Apparently Yoda lost all of his mystical abilities, right? Because you would think Yoda, who was the fucking Grand Master, had more depression than fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi, but he never lost his goddamn sin, was teaching Luke all the ways of the Force. And my man was decrepit. My man was old. He said, man, let me move this for you. Let me show you how to use the Force.
Not all that, Obi-Wan was
actually does bring a question, though.
Too.
Actually, I do have a question. So y'all remember the finale of Clone Wars Season 6, where Yoda goes on his journey, right?
No, yeah. We're taught by the Wills and
right. So, but like something I didn't understand about the ending. So did Yoda know everything that was going to happen, or did he not?
Premonition.
He
knew. More of a premonition. I wouldn't say like he like.
No, he knew.
I would look at it through like more Shatterpoint, like how Mace did. Because
like,
it would be a contradiction if they did say that, because
the Wills blatantly said there is another Skywalker.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying he did not know the events of like how Order 6 and how the Jedi were going to fall. He said it's coming.
He knew,
but he knew
it was
about
going to happen. But he didn't know how.
How it was going to happen. That's my entire point. He knew.
Okay, because I was going to say like
all he knew is no matter what, it was going to happen.
Like we're kind of fucked.
It's
because it would be kind of bullshit if Yoda knew all the details and decided I'm just going to this.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Like no, what we're saying is
he didn't know he didn't know how it was going to happen.
But
he knew it was going to happen. He didn't know how.
Yeah,
like
but
he didn't
also
know
knew
like
what he can do to fix.
Because surely if he knew that Anakin was going to turn, he'd have took Anakin aside and like, hey, you want to talk? You okay? You want some hot chocolate? You want to sit down and talk? Well, like, you know, I'm surely Yoda would have.
At that point, they've made it very clear, like Qui-Gon, Padme,
it
or
was
Luke
too late.
were the only ones that could have like done. Like you really wouldn't want like thing. Because again, you have to have the one story for another story with Luke.
One thing I did find
if there is one thing I would have from the sequels, it would be that Luke gets his old first lightsaber back, which is Anakin's.
No, I was trying to say like, because the thing I like about the Kenobi, again, like me and Koi touched on this. You know, they like to recycle a lot of shit, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. The hallway scenes, well, they recycled the Ahsoka fight versus Vader with Luke and Vader, and I love Vader's thing. I just didn't like that all of a sudden he becomes this prophet and he beats in his prime Darth Vader. This is a 30-year-old Darth Vader in his prime. I did not like that.
Well, at the same time, they kind of had to have Kenobi beat Vader because
no, they did not. He could still injure him.
It's because of that. It's because of that line that Vader said.
It should have.
That didn't matter.
That
did not.
It should have ended.
I would have not done that. I would not have done that.
It should have ended in a stalemate.
I wouldn't even have it ended in a stalemate because I know how fucking powerful Darth Vader is. And Kenobi, even stats-wise, does not stack up to that version. I would have had him got his licks in. Still would have gotten him, you know, the little thing. They have their speech, but Vader now goes in hard mode. And then Kenobi tries to escape. They hacked him to be more cunning. I like that Kenobi, in their fight between, you know, their original fight, he fought smarter, not harder. So you have...
both fights.
Yeah, you have Vader come in full-blown, and he is on the verge. Hell, you could have had Revic sacrifice yourself to save Kenobi at that point. And have him get away if you wanted to go that route. I just didn't like the fact
had him just outsmart our Anakin.
But they had him lose, and then Kenobi leaves him a fucking again. And then there's no excuse for this. It's understandable why he left him the first time, but we know how much Vader has been fucking shit up this time. Now you leave him like this, knowing what he's going to do. And remember, you're trying to protect Luke, right? And Vader's a physical threat, and you're gonna let him...
The only logical reason would for him to have a farsight that the only way Anakin would be defeated would be by Luke's hand.
Which he did not, because remember, we know for a fact Obi-Wan just gave up on Anakin. The only one who saves Luke... Remember, he has more affection for Asajj Ventress than Anakin, because he felt Anakin made his choice, and this is what it happens. Everybody gave up on Anakin except Luke. So I don't buy into that bullshit. There is no reason he should have left him alive.
And that's why Luke is the greatest Jedi.
Well, well, apparently the sequels, he's the greatest fuck up now. He fucked up just
okay, we don't talk about the sequels. Ahsoka show.
Fuck the sequels, man.
Thank you, Simon.
Please let the Ahsoka show make it, do the timey-wimey bullshit.
It's gonna be perfect, man.
Let it be an alternate timeline.
I'm just telling out the flaws that people... Because again, the thing that made me watch this show, they built, much like the sequel trilogy, they sold me on James Earl Jones, Ian McGregor, and Anakin. Hayden Christensen, right?
That actually is
They sold me on this, and they got the least of my... Well, but Kenobi, I guess, got as much as he could. Anakin got the least. And I would have rather them focus more on them. I didn't give a shit about Reva. I didn't know anything about her, so I never judged her when they first came in until I read the leaks, and most of them right until they actually fucking changed the script at the very end, because she was going to die, but they changed it, and they brought in a competent writer to say, hey, let me fix this bullshit. That's why we got what we got. And they did a lot of reshooting. And for the final product...
Is that actually true?
Yes, it is. You can look that shit up. It is actually true for the last 2 episodes.
What would I look up?
Didn't I fucking send you the writer's name? Look up the writer's name. Go back to our convos. I sent you his name. And they brought him in to write the final 2.
John is back in Mandalorian, but I've heard rumors that he might actually quit Lucasfilm for good.
I'm
Wait,
confused.
who?
Is Clone Wars not?
Jon Favreau.
Oh, you've got a new subscriber.
All right.
No,
One
no,
thing.
no, no,
Can
no,
I at least say?
Clone Wars
Okay.
is-
Can I at least say how
Oh,
the difference? Why I feel like Kenobi, like, okay, when it comes to Kenobi and the sequels, here's the thing. Because I'll admit, I did defend the sequels. I did. Abridged can attest to that.
You defended it more than
You
you did
did.
Kenobi, actually. You defended
Right,
it a lot
here's the
more than you
thing.
did Kenobi.
Here's the thing. When it comes to the sequels, the more I look back at them, like, okay, the thing is, like, I walk away from the sequels, it's like, I like those. But then I watch them again, and I look back, and I'm like, wait a minute, that doesn't work. That doesn't
you're
work
doing the
either.
exact same thing with Kenobi, and Kenobi ain't even been out that long. You
Well,
had,
no,
you,
that's-
it took you like a
Here's the
while
thing, though.
for you
I
to
keep
even-
looking back at Kenobi, and
No,
I still
what I'm
enjoy what I
saying is-
saw.
What I'm saying,
Boy,
you're not listening.
Boy,
What I'm saying
boy,
is,
I did it faster than you did.
it took a very long time for you to get up, dude. I can go through our DMs. It was months, and I mean months and months before you started to even come around. The Kenobi series is still a fairly new series.
We
Well,
could
let's
even.
be,
You're
let's
still
be
young.
honest. Rise of Skywalker is what pretty much killed the sequels for me.
We. Here's the thing. Here's another thing that I want
The
to point
sequels
out.
were
That's
dead.
a-
You've been doing it on streams, too.
I've said this before. It was dead on arrival. I don't give a shit if you like The Force Awakens. They flat out admitted they had no plan. I don't care if you like it or not.
Yeah, that's
they
the
were
thing that
dead on arrival. And again, I don't care if you like Last Jedi. It divided the fan base to the point. That's why Rise of Skywalker was made, because they wanted to try and salvage it, but they didn't. They basically divided the fan base even more. Because if you like the Last Jedi, you're not gonna like the Rise of Skywalker. And if you didn't, you're not gonna like it. You're not gonna like that neither.
Here's another thing. Me and my dad both watched The Last Jedi in theaters, and we were both talking about it. It's a good movie, just not a good Star Wars movie.
Yeah, that's
You know
that's-
that. You know the sad thing about the Rise of Skywalker? They could have fixed it. Instead of having it be Palpatine, why not have it be a Darkside entity that just so happened to take the form of Palpatine?
You know
'Cause
my favorite
Palpatine
part?
was like-
Empire did it better.
My favorite part in Last Jedi was the stupidest part. Hey, I'm gonna teach you everything I taught you back in fucking Return of the Jedi
Like-
again, even though you were supposed to learn this shit a long time ago. But apparently they didn't bring my ass back to give you the same fucking lesson that you already had learned back in Return of the Jedi. But apparently you didn't, because apparently you're just as stupid as we were.
Because here's the thing: the sequels should have been taking place immediately after Return of the Jedi, and I stand by that shit.
Easily, dude. I wanted to see Luke. Dude, we had CGI. I wanted to see Luke as a Grand Master with his.
I mean, we could have seen a new
I wanted to
actor
see.
replace-
I wanted to see like they could do a time skip, but show me Luke recovering Jedi relics. Because remember,
No.
he wasn't a full Jedi. He just claimed
Not
himself as a
only that.
Jedi. He gets
Not
the
only
relics,
that.
and then he becomes a full-fledged Jedi Master. Starts at school. Yada yada yada. We can do a time jump. I can see Leia. I can see
Well, here's
Han.
another thing:
I can see my man Leia
Yoda
Calrissian.
explicitly stated confronting Vader was gonna be Luke's trial to become a true Jedi.
To be fair, Yoda did not know. If Yoda honestly believed he was gonna beat Vader and Palpatine, what the fuck? And remember, Yoda did not. I don't think Yoda thinks for a fact that he was gonna beat Palpatine and Vader.
And here's the thing: but Luke did it, and he did it in the most unconventional way that Yoda didn't think of.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said Luke is one of the all-time greats, because he was able to defy what Obi-Wan and what Yoda, what they all thought, with all these Jedi, all these great, and he was able to do it because nobody thought Anakin was gonna turn back to the light side, but Luke did.
Yeah.
And so you take that Luke, right? Now let's take that Luke, right? Who did all that? Who thought the most evil bastard in the galaxy, proven. But he thought, my nephew is getting some, and I'm gonna fear he's gonna end up like my
Out of
nephew.
fear?
And I don't believe
Luke
that.
would never.
What the
Me and my dad
fuck?
point this out. Me and my dad point this out. Luke would never have done that.
If he believed him, what the fuck has Kylo done to be considered Vader level
Like,
fucking casualty?
Luke would have paid more attention to Ben, trained him more to control his emotions.
He would have been similar to Qui-Gon. He would have been.
He would have been that secondary father figure.
Like, I fear he's gonna turn to my dad. You saved your dad, though. You saved him.
He would have tried to do what he did with Jason.
So wait. By their logic, Luke should have killed Vader then. Because if I don't kill Vader, he's gonna.
Like, you do realize the flaws of that particular logic.
That's Obi-Wan. That's more Obi-Wan and the Jedi's logic. Kill Vader and yada yada yada. That was more their logic, right? Like, come on now.
Like Luke had more of a Jedi like Luke was more like Qui-Gon
You
than
know,
people realized.
No, he was more like a true
I
Jedi.
agree with your points, and yeah, Last Jedi did ruin some stuff. But let's be honest, Force Awakens.
No,
like,
it ruined dude, the characters we even liked.
Force Awakens.
They fucked over Vin. They fucked over fucking Captain Phasma, and they fucked over Admiral Akbar. I don't want to hear that.
From the sequels, I
Force
tolerated
Awakens fucked shit up too, because we could have seen a New Republic and
No,
a Jedi
I'm not
Order,
saying
but
you're wrong.
JJ
I never said
but
that.
Jar
I never
Jar
said that.
Abrams was like, I want to hit the same notes because I'm JJ Abrams.
Never
I'm
said
an
that.
original
But the first movie was just a carbon copy. That's why it doesn't get the flag. Just like Last Jedi, they did so many fucking liberties. It makes no god. Why don't you give Ryan Johnson fucking Dragon Ball? See how many liberties he takes with Goku. Oh yeah, Goku's this stoic dark figure who has been stolen this and this. Oh, we're gonna introduce these new characters and give them no fucking development at all. Hey guys,
seriously.
remember that storyline with fucking Finn when he was having all these fucking extra surprises about killing those old soldiers? Let's just get rid of all that and make him quippy. Ray! In the third one.
Ray!
Or he's like, let's just make him like the oblivious kid that he was when he destroyed the Rebellion Army.
And remember,
make
you
him,
talk about
like,
Warner Brothers, right, Coy? We're Disney, so we're gonna take the black kid and put him in the back, or not put him on the cover at all to suit China. Yeah, because that's fucking fine. That's fine, because we're all about diversity.
Do you know what Warner Brothers did to Ray Fisher?
No, but these were the same people, Coy, that you saying that were screaming diversity and depicting all these minorities, but these are the same people that took Finn and lowered him and put him in the back to appease China. I don't want to hear shit about their goddamn diversity.
All
What
right,
you're
but I'm
saying
just
is
saying,
you're trying to compare something similar.
Do you know what Warner Brothers did to Ray Fisher?
What they did to John Boyega was just as bad.
They're both shit companies.
We can agree on that. Agreed. There you go. See, that's all I wanted, Coy.
Disney was just as bad.
I never disagreed with a word you said, Coy.
The only thing that I've got looking forward to with Warner Brothers right now is multiverses, because that's been looking promising.
The only things I'm looking forward to are the fucking games. That's it.
That, and I still need to watch The Batman. I've heard that's actually good.
It's pretty good. I'm not ignoring. They're getting me started, guys.
I heard that Robert Pattinson was a good Batman, just not a great Bruce Wayne, and it was mainly the writing.
Yeah, probably.
With that.
Well, this isn't fighting. Well, this isn't fighting. This is debating. We're not. Me and Coy, no. This is normal for us.
Yeah.
But I think we'll just have to agree to disagree on Kenobi, because I think it seems to be your biggest issue. You did not like the fact that
my
Kenobi,
biggest issue is that it had horrible writing. I had really no problem. If you want I had no real issue with the actor herself until she started running her mouth about fucking diversity, about how there's never been like black. I don't like people who do shit like that.
This is why I don't watch interviews, because they seem to do nothing but piss.
3PO's response to that?
No, not even that, because they fucking cut out the original script, which had them all in it as well.
No, what I'm mentioning is Drunk 3PO actually responded to what she said about that with black characters that were actually blood because they were well-written characters.
No, did you see Sam Witwer talk about Kenobi? No. I love Sam Witwer, man. He kept it professional, but they kept cutting him off, right? They kept cutting him off, and he wasn't saying like bad things about the show, but you could tell he didn't like it. We could tell that Sam didn't like it.
Look what his answer to how people asked him how he thought about The Last Jedi is. He said,
but it made sense.
Wrong against Ryan.
Remember, it made sense because he was going to be Darth Maul in Kenobi, and he was probably going to going to voice Maul. I'd be a little pissed too. I'd be a little.
He's an actual Star Wars fan.
Yeah.
I'm hoping they at least bring Maul in for season 2.
Why? What would really be the point at this point?
And no, what I'm saying is he was. His
also, like
opinion
I said,
on Last Jedi.
Well, they can't have Kenobi facing Vader again in season 2.
Why not?
Please, let me finish what I was saying. Because Sam was actually explained. I have nothing against Ryan. I just don't think he did his Star Wars homework.
Same thing with
Ryan did. He's just like, but Ryan was
homework.
just like. That's the problem with Ryan Johnson. He's just like, subvert expectations. Like, here's the thing. Ryan seems to think that it doesn't matter as long as
I showed you. Okay. Remember when I showed you Blade 2? And I showed that was a subversion of expectations. You thought one way, right? And then the second half is like, oh my god. That is how you subvert expectations.
Well, here's the thing.
Another
here's
way
the
of
thing.
how you should
when you
subvert
do
expectations.
when you subvert
Avengers
expectations.
Infinity War.
Right.
Well,
like,
I saw that coming. I saw Thanos winning it.
Like, Ryan Johnson does not think out his verdict. He just, like, I want to subvert it. Okay, but did you have a plan for it? No, I just want to subvert it. But, okay, but put some thought into it? No, I just want to subvert it.
I would say this. If I didn't know about Endgame, then I would... if they booked Infinity War like it was going to be, like, the last thing, then I would have been surprised, but I wasn't because we already knew about Endgame. And when
I wasn't surprised, mainly because I read the fucking comics.
I like how it was done. I like how it was done. It's still my favorite of the two, in my opinion, but what I'm saying is I wasn't surprised that he won the way he won.
I can't even compare them. I count them both as one movie. So.
It actually did take me by...
I've looked at them as like one movie, but which half did I like more? I like more because the villain won.
If I may...
go ahead. So, I'm sorry, Corey, go ahead.
The snap actually did take me by surprise. One, because I had been hearing back and forth rumors about whether or not it was going to be 1 or 2 movies, so I wasn't for sure if it was going to be 1 or 2 movies, and I didn't read the comics, so when Thanos actually did snap his fingers, that actually did take me by surprise.
Which is fine.
I was actually surprised.
I was surprised who died.
How many people survived.
I was gonna say, all right, who are they gonna kill off? And I knew Loki was going.
I thought
Thanos enjoyed that shit. Like, Thanos is like, oh, why don't take...
all but 2 people to be
like,
killed.
Thanos tries to act all sympathetic, like, I'm doing this because I must. He was enjoying it when he was choking Loki.
Yeah, I like what they were, I like just more, one, fucking Captain Bitch-ass Marvel wasn't in it. Which, you know what's funny, though? I was so excited to see Captain Marvel at the end of it, and then I watched the movie.
Yeah.
Honestly?
That's instantly, that more screen time.
It should have been the original. It should have been Marvel first.
It wasn't even like that. I just do not like Brie Larson. I do not like some of the stuff she says. Even some of the actors don't even like her ass. I do not like how they've written her character.
I don't like Carol Danvers. I'm sorry.
I do not. But
I honestly thought Captain Marvel was just okay.
Up until that point, I'm not saying I'm like the biggest Captain Marvel fan, but I've read enough of her, books and it was fine. And
if I had to choose
once they got the actor and I saw the movie and it was bland as fuck, did not care for it. Not to mention the fucking retcon they did with fucking how my man lost his goddamn eye. Fuck kind of bullshit was that?
A lot of his history too.
A lot of her fucking story. A lot of her stuff was monotone as fuck. I did not feel any sympathetic. Not to mention this bitch gets a fucking movie over fucking over Black Widow, who they kill in the next movie. So I don't even. And then.
It's like they ruined her in her own movie.
It's like they fucking stabbed the character and took a shit on it after the fact. But they want to talk about female empowerment, but we got one of the most OG chicks, and
who like Wanda was one of the most beloved female characters in Marvel.
But more than Wanda, I like Wanda, but before her, I'm talking about the OG, one of the OG members, and she couldn't get her time, but she was not allowed to get her time to shine with all the boys. And like she said, like one of my favorite lines in Avengers 2, aren't I always picking up after you boys? Yes, she has. Where is the respect? Put some respect on my girl's name.
I was just chuckling because I was thinking about how much House Wanda
Not only was she a fucking badass, she was the moral support. Think about that, guys.
Again, Corey, you want to talk about female of all these characters. I have never had any issue with Black Widow. She was always part of the team. I always looked at her as an equal member. Because she was holding these guys together. She was like, man.
She was the heart and soul.
And she's got kicks for days.
Got kicks, looks good doing it, and she was always her personality was multi-layered. You really never knew what side she was going to be on. That's what kept her interesting for me. So tell me this: how does Wanda, no disrespect, and I like her character development, how does she have more credentials? How does fucking Captain Marvel have more credentials getting a movie over her? And OG.
Here's the thing: Wanda isn't even good enough for a movie. That's the fucked up part.
They could have done it, if they wanted to really go with like the.
If they really wanted to develop her character
Magneto,
properly,
Magneto's like,
they gave her her own series.
Yeah, it's fine. I could take it.
They could have easily done the evil route in Multiverse of Madness, but surprise, surprise, it's one of her counterparts.
Again, I'm not saying I don't like. I like one. I like that she got better, and I think she, I'm just saying who's more deserving though out of those three, and we all know who's more deserving.
No, you're not wrong. Honestly, we should have gotten a Black Widow movie sometime after like Iron Man 2, I think.
Sometime
That's
after
fair.
Avengers.
I would say Iron Man 3. Actually, after Iron Man 3, I would say.
Like, because honestly, because by the time we did get a Black Widow movie, it was too little too late.
And I was already,
Exactly.
dude, I was into her the second she showed up in Iron Man 2. Dude, I was like, yeah, when she took down,
She was a badass. She was a witty
hell.
personality. I liked. Natasha was a great character.
I really was upset what they did, and I was okay with Hawkeye going out the way. I knew they weren't going to, because I was like, they're gonna kill Watt off, because they do it a little too much. They do it this little struggle thing.
Out of
They
curiosity,
made it way too emotional.
Abridged. Out of curiosity, did you ever
beloved
see
characters?
I don't let each other talk. All right, let's go.
Out of curiosity, Abridged, did you ever see the Hawkeye series?
I saw a little bit of it.
Okay, because there's actually a really touching scene between Hawkeye and Black Widow's protege.
I didn't
like,
have
where
enough
they kind
time.
of-
I'm not gonna comment on it if I like it or not. I just did not have enough time to give it. You know.
Fair enough. I just remember near the end of the series, there's a scene where they're like talking about her and how much they miss her, and it was actually I thought it was a really touching scene, honestly. Like
the reason
the two
why
talking.
also Black Widow's story,
Because he
Hawkeye's
only saw
story.
Natasha as the ruthless killer she was.
My issue is with this is Hawkeye's story felt finished, with with him and his daughter and all of that. I feel like there was
Yeah.
just so much more with her character that we did not explore enough. That's my issue. There was much more to Black Widow that was left on the table, and we didn't get that. We know, like, when they was going through their backstories, their past. I wanted to see more of this. And if they would have gave us a movie before they killed her off, I would have like, you know what? At least then I can get some closure. But they gave it to us after the fact, and it's like,
Yeah.
what's the point? And how they treated Scarlett Johansson was bullshit. That shows, that's the antithesis of what I'm talking about. How they treated her.
For they should have compensated her for the movie's flop.
Yeah, that's why she sued him and won.
Yeah, so like I said,
Ouch.
so don't give me all this Kevin Feige, all this, but no, fuck that. Everybody likes to suck Marvel's dick all the time. I don't do that. I will criticize anything I love. If you don't criticize it, then you get complacent, and they can do whatever they want. That means they can feed you a shit
I'll
sandwich
say
and call it
this,
ice cream.
I'll say this. Does
But
anyone
also
else
gotta
not
be
really?
constructive with criticism too, which we all have been. So
Does
a way to
anyone
do
else-
it.
All right, let Koi talk. Quick.
Does anyone else not really care about that Andor short? Like, it looks decent, but at the same time, it's like, okay, I'm not really like.
No.
I didn't really care for Andor to begin with because I didn't really care for
I
Rogue
didn't care for the
One.
Eternals either.
I enjoyed Rogue One. Don't get.
Rogue One was just boring to me. The only thing I liked was Vader's scenes. And that's not true. I like the character at the beginning, but then she just joins them for reasons, I guess.
To avenge her father.
No,
and stuff.
I like the fact that she didn't want to get involved because of what happened to her father. But then they magically, just in a few fucking minutes, she's fucking with them now. And I actually like that she was gonna be a rogue, more of a rogue thing, who just happens to help them, like their interests sort of align, but she's not really with them. I love Robot. I love Donnie Yen.
Yeah, because
My thing is the side characters were more interesting than she was. That was my main. These side characters had more character and was more likable than she was. I was only watching this for Vader, and the only thing that and remember, the one thing that they're pulling from this, that they mostly pulled in, what you could read, was the Vader scenes. And
I also did enjoy K2SO.
That's what I'm saying. I love K2, but he was the most interesting. That's my point. They're more interesting. So when I look at Rogue One, is it a bad movie? No, it's not bad, but it's not great.
It's okay.
It's just okay for me. I like the Death Troopers look.
Like,
and stuff.
if you look at Force
Oh,
Awakens,
I did also enjoy
it was
Director
okay.
Krennic. I thought Director Krennic was a good villain.
Krennic was fine. He was fine. Like I actually.
And I don't care what
enjoyed
anyone
Krennic.
says. I still thought the Tarkin effect looked good.
Could have been better. Not
I mean,
bad,
I've never
but could have
built-
been
I've never-
could have been
Dude,
better.
I've seen FFX shows. They've done it way better.
I've never
Especially with
I'm
Leia.
agreeing with Abridged on that.
Especially
I
with
mean,
Leia.
I've never really been an SFX snob or anything, so.
Well, that's the point.
I'm not saying
those
you guys are.
Those guys watch from a different angle, and it wasn't bad. Again, they were still getting things started, Koi, so I give them a pass. It's not like
Because
they
here's the
perfected
thing about fans. Fans actually try to improve on it.
Not to mention, like this goes to a very messed up question. Is it okay to use dead people right after they're dead? Because they can make you do anything nowadays. Like even Penguin Zero touched on this, where they were deep faking him and using all of his audio. Now it's not perfect, but it's possible. You can literally take someone after death and make them say, do, or be anything you want. And that's a very scary, it's an interesting but scary thing. Like,
yeah, and a lot of people are against that simply for integrity.
Not even just integrity, it's like, dude, imagine if I'm dead
respect,
and they
man.
use all my assets to make me say the most fucked up shit.
Yeah.
And you believe it.
No, I'm just seeing it now. They use Abridged audio. I love the Star Wars sequels. Rey is a great character.
No, my thing is they could actually do that. They could. It's not perfect right now, but 10, 20 years later, they could do that. That's some scary.
I feel like Abridged would come back as a ghost if they ever did that to him.
It's like it's more of an ethical thing, you know. As far as like the Leia CGI stuff,
I had to make a joke.
I love practical effects. McCoy knows this. I love when you mix practical with special. And again, the fact that I showed him Blade 2 and that shit holds up so well. Especially when I showed him like the Reaper, you know, when they were opening up the Reaper and it was all practical and it looked so real.
I mean, special effects in the prequels aged pretty well, in my opinion.
Some of them.
Not all of it.
Let's not get too crazy.
What's funny is there is a lot of practical effects in the prequel trilogy, but they overlay it with special effects.
One thing I will say to the prequels, I love the design of the worlds. I loved how he designed the worlds.
I love the world
because
I love the design of characters. Again, if you would have took
people didn't really have an issue with the story itself and everything that he was introducing. Mad. It was execution.
I'm mad
it was execution.
That I never got that they didn't get Wesley to do Mace Windu. They still could have had Samuel Jackson as the body, but have Wesley
Snipes be the choreographer.
Oh, dude, we would have got Mace Windu versus Anakin, and again, like I said, Wesley knows his mind. Dude, the things they would have came up with would have been phenomenal.
That's another thing. When are they going to bring back my boy Windu? Jackson ain't getting any younger.
I don't know.
When are they going to bring back?
It depends on what they're established.
I want to see a Darth Vader versus Mace Windu.
And that's one of those things that's left on the table.
Is he alive in the current continuity?
But
that's the question.
The thing is, like, you can do it. Like I said, like we know Jedi have survived less. So we know that, and we know how strong Mace was. He was the top three. Yoda, Mace, Anakin, they were the top three.
Yeah,
and
but it was never confirmed whether or not if
Anakin can survive being burned alive, being a triple quadriplegic burn victim, I'm sure Mace can survive being electrocuted and thrown out of a window.
I think it also depends on who inflicted those wounds too.
But what I'm saying is, with Mace, he's not like other Jedi. He has that darkness inside of him. He has anger.
Mm-hmm.
With Vader, like Anakin used the dark side to survive. I'm sure Mace could have used it too. And that's what I want to see. You want to see somebody who has more justification than fucking Yoda and all those guys. Mace, and this Mace ain't gonna be a disheveled Jedi. He's gonna want revenge.
He's gonna want blood, and he's gonna fail miserably.
And because now he can't use Vapad, because Vapad he's gonna let the dark side touch his soul. But you can't use Vapad without it's accepting the dark side, but being a conduit and releasing it without letting it touch your soul. But this time,
Luke would have been a better adept at that point.
I love Mace because he's not a traditional. He's a Republic era Jedi. He's not like one of the true Jedi. He was raised to love the Republic. He fought for the Republic. Don't get it twisted. Like even in the books they say he's clashing for liberty, justice. So he's not really fighting someone for like being, you know, the pacifist Jedi. No,
Jedi. He's
fighting as a Republic, and I can identify with that. That's what made Mace different. Like I get it. He's a multi-layered character. You can and I understand why he went the way he went. Like, was Mace really wrong to distrust Anakin? When you really think about it, like from a certain point of view, yes, and from a certain point of view, no. You could look at both sides, because look what Anakin ultimately became. But Mace contributed to it. Had he trusted him to getting because when you look at Clone Wars, they're actually very cordial with each other. Actually,
but it's like the 2003 animated series. Even though that's no longer canon, He even
is canon to me.
No, I'm using it. I'm still using it as an example. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted.
I mean,
okay.
Go ahead.
He said whether or not if he is the chosen one.
That was my point. Too much doubt. And again, there was just, and I get, because remember from his fight with Deepa Balaba, she turned to the dark side, and she was a lot like Anakin. So his distrust didn't come out of nowhere. He's fought his own, which by the way, Deepa Balaba was whose master? Kaden Jarrus. What I'm saying is, and the fight with her was, all I know, it was a tough battle. He was badly injured. He was described as just too weak to fight, and he just and he sees that in so many people. Anakin tried to learn Vapath from Mace, and he said, "No, you're too wild. You're too crazy," and he often dissuades people. So it's not like he didn't. I do think he was a little too hard on Anakin, and he wasn't helping. I think if Mace had been Anakin's master, it would have been a different story. He would have actually.
If all of the Jedi had treated Anakin more as an equal rather than just as some slave that was brought into the Jedi Order.
Well, that wasn't the case. A lot of the Jedi looked up to Anakin. A lot of them did believe he was the chosen one.
Well, when he was a Padawan. That wasn't the case when he was a...
A lot of them still, like, leaving Ki-Adi-Mundi, a lot of these guys still maintain that. Anakin was a hero, remember? He was propped up by Sidious with propaganda.
I'm talking about before Attack of the Clones, when he was mistreated by his peers.
He was, but what I'm also saying is that a lot of people saw a lot of potential in him. And he did, and again, he silenced a lot of those critics with his valor and how he was doing the Jedi tests.
And not only that, how he was surprisingly able to maintain his anger at the time.
Yeah, so it's not like Anakin... And my other thing is, a lot of these guys suffer from that, too. Even Ki-Adi-Mundi suffered from keeping his emotions in check. But again, Ki-Adi-Mundi was a big supporter. Kid Fisto, one of my favorite Jedis, was a big supporter.
It's kind of one of the reasons why I kind of hoped that the sequels just had a post-resurrection Anakin, having him reflect on his decisions.
Dude, I love the idea of Anakin being split. You have the light side and dark side influencing Kylo. And, like, you have, like, this lingering... Because Anakin's powerful, just like Palpatine was powerful enough to...
Or having Anakin being reborn in a clone body.
The dark side of Vader. Not the light side, the dark side of Vader. Having unfinished...
Both of them could be, too.
Like, he has this, like, clone, disheveled body. And, like, I just want to say...
Or an idea I actually gave you, too, for, like, a big climactic finale between the Skywalkers and Palpatine.
Again, Palpatine, I just didn't want Palpatine to come back. I like the idea of more of Anakin coming back because he maybe the dark side has some unfinished business. If they're going the route, what I'm saying is if they're maybe like because of what happened with Luke's into hiding, right? So this gives way for like that dark side to come back, like because maybe he didn't fully turn his dad back to the light. Similar to what they did with Revan, like they did Revan in SWTOR, even though like, I thought they fucked over Revan a little bit.
Well, to be fair, Revan was tortured.
That's what I'm saying is though I get that, and I'm not saying his reasonings for split it wasn't bad. I'm saying they fucked him over. I'm saying you could do the same thing with Anakin, and it could be like again they're so. What I would have done with Rey, the things I could have done with Rey would have made her such a badass. And sympathetic, I wouldn't like go for. I like that.
Made her a fucking Skywalker.
I wouldn't. No, she wouldn't be. She wouldn't even be touching that. Dude, I want a new character, not somebody who's part of the fucking bloodline.
That's actually one of the things I like about
the Skywalker saga. That's the problem.
No, you could still have a Skywalker. Luke is still going to be involved. You could still have a Skywalker involved and be around, and still be a main character. But what I'm saying is, Rey wouldn't be the main character. She would be a secondary main character.
So the protagonist would have been Ben.
The protagonist probably would have been Ben, and she would have been like this just badass. Like she could still be a scavenger. Hell, she could have been like a scavenger who's very
instead of Ben Solo, Ben Skywalker. Like
hell. Matter of fact, you could put her in the place of her sister. Like she becomes like the Jedi hero, and then Ben becomes Darth Kaitis, and he becomes. Oh, dude, I love Darth. He's one of my favorite Sith too.
You're thinking about how Jason and Jaina.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They could have did that. And you still could have had her be this crazy badass, but except she needs more training. Like she's cool, she's collected, she has these skills, but she still needs again lightsaber training. That's a thing. Holding a staff does not mean you can fucking do it. She's not like I said. Goku was wild as well, but he had training. He didn't just whoop your ass for the sake of whooping your ass.
As Luke said in The Mandalorian, talent without training is
apparently not to Rey. But
and here's another thing about Goku that is more justified than Rey. Goku's able to learn at a faster rate.
You could have made her the Monkey King. Matter of fact, you could make look. I have no problem with Rey. Getting accelerated training. You just have to have her lose too, dude. She's definitely losing a limb. No. I would love maybe as Darth Vader turns to the dark side, he stabs her. he stabs her. Like, dude, I would make this. Dude, first of all, my version of Rey would be cut as shit. Like, she starts out normal, but her training regimen, like, she's like, boy, the things I would have made, man.
What? If I may, why just Rey? Why not have it be Rey and Finn? Like both of them are.
No, I haven't gotten started. I was talking about Rey. I didn't even get on to what I was going to do with Finn.
Finn had
what I was thinking is that. Like, why not make Finn and Rey the dyad in the Force or whatever? Like, those two have a bond and stuff, and they have to rely on each other.
They could. I'm not against that, Coy. I'm not against that.
In terms of Force abilities.
I'm just saying, if you want to give them individuality, you can still do that. But we have to fix the. He has to go through the storyline with Captain Phasma. Captain Phasma should be his #1 goal. Like, he should still be trying to learn stuff. Maybe he combines his stormtrooper skill, his first order training with his Force abilities. Like, he's not fully there. So, like I said, that first act, she should beat the shit out of him. The second act, he does better. He does better. He definitely holds his own. The third one, you have him.
And not only that, you could also have other characters from the original EU as well.
I also would have brought back Boba Fett. He escapes the Sarlacc pit, and he is the master of Captain Phasma. Like, that's because you're gonna need her to have these abilities to take out Force sensitives.
Like, I had an idea for, like, Anakin Solo actually helping redeem his own family by sacrificing himself too. So
no, there's plenty of things you could have done. Like I said, I like the idea of Boba. Go ahead.
We may not agree on Kenobi, but I think we can both agree, fuck the sequels. Because the main problem, they didn't have a damn plan. And listen, guys, when making a story, you don't have to have every little detail laid out. Because, yeah, there are people who make stuff as they go along. But at the very least, you need a point A, a point B, and a point C.
I can relate to this. I can actually relate to this. There are ideas I had for both Castlevania Devil's Lane and New Frontier, and yet they had to change. I had to change the plan because I reevaluated those ideas. So,
but yeah, at the very least, the bare minimum, point A, point B, point C.
Again,
Abridged. Do you get what I'm saying?
Where are we going? What are we trying to accomplish? Where are we going to?
What is the end game?
What is my end game? Like I said, I do this with a lot of my storylines. Of what am I?
Say what you will about the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but at least they plan shit out. They have a point A, a point B, a point C, a point D, a point C.
Originally,
they had to redo it. Like, to remember, they got bought out. They got bought out by Disney, so a lot of their plans were not. Again, the Marvel you're seeing now would have been when they were running things, when they were actually running things. Would have been a lot more grittier, I'll tell you that for sure. But
not only that, we probably would have gotten Peter Parker at a much earlier point.
I guarantee we got Toby. We would have gotten Toby at that point because he was still young enough to play Spider-Man at that point. It was only a year removed.
If Sony was willing to cut a deal with Marvel, like,
it wasn't even that. They only left. They only left, like, Raimi only left. They only left in protest because they didn't get Spider-Man 4. I'm sure Raimi and Marvel could have. And Stan Lee, Stan, we could have negotiated that shit.
Yeah, but here's the thing. They would have had to have partnered with Sony regardless.
But still, say what you will about the MCU, like, even after they bought, like,
They had a plan. I'm not saying they didn't have a plan, Coy. I'm just saying those, like, both plans.
I'm saying they had to change the plan, but they kept a lot of.
They still had a plan. It's not like they just completely scrapped it. They still had a plan.
I mean, it could have been better.
It could have been a whole lot better. But that's
could have been a whole lot worse.
That's hindsight. That's hindsight.
As much as I like the MCU's take on Spider-Man, there's a lot of things I would have fixed too.
I damn sure don't. you might know.
And hell, they fixed a lot of stuff in No Way Home.
We both know our different opinions on it. We both disagree.
They did. I will give you that. I'm not. I wasn't interested in Iron Boy. I'm sorry. It wasn't fucking Spider-Man. That was Iron Boy.
And listen, I knew for a fact. Like, okay, I didn't know
they
were going to do the whole.
You didn't know for a fact. You kissed my ass.
I didn't know they were going to do the whole multiverse thing and bring in all this other stuff, but I did know that Peter Parker was in for a big loss in his third film because things had been going so well for him.
We didn't even know he was going to have a third film because at that time he was only booked for 2.
They ended the second one on a cliffhanger. Of course they were going to do a third one.
By that point, you're not listening. By that point, they inked another deal to give him more. But when they initially brought him in, he was only going to have 2.
Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah, because you don't fucking research it.
Okay, but here's the thing. I did know that Peter Parker was due for some heavy losses in 3.
You didn't know a goddamn thing because he was
because that's what happens to Peter Parker in every media.
They should have introduced him in shows because Marvel had the rights to it at the time, And when
'Cause
they
here's the
finally
thing.
were able to introduce him in films, they should have made his Uncle Ben moment fucking Civil War.
Because here's the thing. If things are going well for Peter Parker, like in any Spider-Man media, if things are going well for him for too long, that means something horrible is going to happen to him.
I love that alternate.
It's like clockwork.
I love the
And
Secret
that's one of the
Wars.
reasons why I don't like Marvel's handling of Spider-Man as of late. They keep kicking him down. It keeps getting... It gets too old when they keep putting him down on his luck in that regard.
I don't mind them putting him out because that's always going to be Peter's character. That's been
Hell,
Peter's character
things were going so
since
well
the
for
dawn
Peter
of
in
time.
Ultimate Spider-Man, the comic books.
Spider-Man cannot be Spider-Man because he doesn't have sacrifice. That's the antithesis of his entire character. He has to make those sacrifices.
Okay, as I
there's
was
nothing
saying,
I'm
wrong
not
with
saying
it.
he can't.
things were going so well for Peter Parker in the Ultimate Spider-Man comics, he died. That's how well things were going.
No,
No,
here's the
no,
thing.
no, no, we're
Things
not
were
saying
going
that.
so well for Peter in the current continuity. They put him back. They ruined his marriage again, and the fact.
I get where Mega Man's coming
balance
from.
it.
Yeah, I get where Mega Man. He doesn't want too much. Like too much is
Exactly.
Too, like you have to go. Like I'll give you an
You
example
can't
of what
give
I
Peter
like.
a break.
I like at the end of Spider-Man, the animated series, where Peter was richer than Tony Stark. He had a wife. He had his own thing. Like, man, this is what I could have had. And even at the end, it's like, dude, you deserve some happiness. We're gonna go find the real Mary Jane.
I may not have given him Parker Industries, but I would have made him like to where he was financially.
Oh no,
set.
it's not that I don't want him to be financially set. I'm not talking about that. Yeah, give him. He deserved to have he deserves to have a good life. What I'm saying is, by that point, he made a lot of sacrifices. He deserved to have a reward. Or you still give him a very nice life because he's earned it. My saying his backstory
That's what I'm
compliments
saying.
to why
That's what I wanted him to have.
You know what we need to see now, and it would be totally justified by now? Okay, we've got Punisher kills the Marvel Universe. We've got Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe. Where is our Spider-Man versus the Marvel Universe?
Well, that was my antithesis of what I was talking about, why I didn't like Spider-Boy. He didn't earn anything he had when they first introduced him. They just gave him this shit. And that's not how Spider-Man.
He should have been 17.
Again,
if he had already been Spider-Man
if he went through the way he went through, like what he did in the third movie, then by all means, you give that boy everything he earned that shit.
Like my suggestion, they should have given him a show to establish his first 2 years, and then introduced him in the movies later on.
Honestly, No Way Home actually kind of makes me appreciate the first two films more, because now they're kind of looking back as like those were the good old days back when he had.
I get what you're going for because
Like-
you're going from a storyline standpoint. From a writing standpoint, no, I don't. All it just shows is why that
those movies are like
It's
movies were kind of like, oh, those were the good old days before I literally lost fucking everything.
I get what you're saying, Coy. You're looking at it from a storyline standpoint.
It's kind of like
Ruby's
It's like Ruby's volumes 1 and 2. Like those were the
Boy.
good old days, and then volume 3 and everything.
Cool, you were missing the part where I said he should have been 17 in the beginning when he's introduced in the films.
I heard you say that. I just
What I'm
And
saying
he should have
is,
already had experience.
what I'm saying, it's not even that. I don't mind him learning from Iron Man because, like in the comics and in
As
the
long
animated
as
series,
it's more of a respect
he
thing rather
learns-
than idolization.
yeah, he earns the admiration. But he's what I like is that he's skilled in his own right. He's his own person. He still has a lot to learn, but he still has his own way. He's still going through
Homecoming
life.
could have easily been Peter saying, "Look, Tony, you have to trust me, okay?"
Or something
Like, I'm trying.
where he's not heavily relying on fucking Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Like, this is my issue. Like, what the
It's like,
fuck
let
is
me
all
do this on my own.
Like I
It's
said, look at the previous two Spider-Mans. They had to do things on their own merit. That's what made them Spider-Men, not
I mean,
kids.
look at the. As much as Crystal Dynamics had messed up on
Hell,
this Avengers game,
dude, even fucking Miles Morales did things on his own too. Hell, even he did things on it. He still got help, but he still did it on his own merit.
I mean, Peter did give him the little training things and the special suits, but that was so that Miles could do the job.
Yeah,
That was it.
that was pretty much it. You know,
If they had done that with Tony,
Goku, you got a new subscriber.
I think a lot of people would have been a lot more tolerant with that.
again, I just wanted him to have by the time they got to the third one, I was like, okay, so you're finally doing this, and I liked it. But remember, they had to bring the fucking moon to get us. Again, if you take out William Dafoe and all the villains and all, like, it would not. I guarantee you, it would not have been even remotely as good as you thought it was going to be. What loss was he going to get, huh? Who was going to be the antithesis of it? Nothing. You needed to bring those guys in for him to get that. And again, he was still the main kid. And I like how they did things. But again, if they would have just, and I'm not even saying that you couldn't have him be like this. I'm not okay with that. Just have him have some responsibility and not rely on certain things. Because Spider-Man's always have to solve things on his own. He's always had to make sacrifices. And Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
The one thing I appreciate the most about No Way Home, it took one of the absolute worst comic book storylines of one more day and made it into an actual good movie. How do you do that? That's like a magic trick. It's like, I'm going to turn this pile of shit into literal gold.
No. This is the antithesis. They can make great movies if they wanted to. But a lot of these movies
out of shitty comics.
A lot of these movies they'll do for buffering. They could
have also improved a lot of storylines too.
And it also depends on how good of an actor you get too. A lot of characters.
How good of an actor? How good of a director?
I've seen good actors turn shit films into watchable films. I've seen good writers take shit actors and make decent films to crappy films. But if you get a good cast and everybody's like, you could tell they were having so much fun.
And look what Zack Snyder did with Jared Leto's Joker.
I think that's
example of that.
I think that's the antithesis. They had a lot of fun. You could tell a lot of these guys like Jamie, William Dafoe, they were just having so much fun, and I think that translated into the films. Mm-hmm. Watch Captain Marvel does not look like anybody's having fun at all. This looks like a by the books fucking Marvel film. Compare Captain Marvel to fucking No Way Home, and you tell me.
No, you're
not
wrong.
Even if you thought that movie was fine, I know these guys were having fun. In Revenge of the Sith, I know they were having fun making that film.
Like, here's the funny thing is, like, some people didn't want Peter to ever join the Avengers, but I'm like, but he did do it in the comics.
But by that point, he had experience. That's why I wanted Toby's version or Andrew's version to do it at that point.
Or a younger Spider-Man, but has the experience to back up his qualities too.
Yeah, I remember I remember when Wolverine was coming at Spider-Man through the wall. Like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Something I am looking forward to in future MCU, like, because I can't remember where I heard this, but I heard that Spider-Man's going to be in the new Fantastic Four movie. I want to see that dynamic on the big screen.
I love the dynamic between Human Torch and Peter. Honestly, I think a lot of people...
Peter's like the unofficial fifth member of that team.
Here's the thing. I would have had him meet Reed Richards before Tony Stark.
The question is, do you think Captain America is gonna meet his no, I'm just kidding. He's back in the timeline, but hey Johnny, you look familiar.
He's like, we're gonna or I heard they're also gonna bring characters back too.
They recast Chris
Evans. Chris
Evans, sorry.
But my thing is like, honestly, I think people are just fatigued with Marvel. Because it's done by the books. Like, you know how I showed you Blade?
It's done by the books.
It felt like its own thing, right? That's one of the issues. These feels just like...
Not to mention they're also following a lot of Lucasfilm, too.
Yeah, we have to follow a quota. My issue is I haven't seen an ambitious enough movie where it feels different. Like, it feels... Even like No Way Home, I love. It still felt like it was still part of... I want them to make a film like Iron Man where it looks like it's its own thing. There's no like, oh, let's set up for this. Like it's its own thing, and it just happens to be a part of the MCU. That's what I love about the our old films like X-Men, Spider-Man. I wanted to see them crossover, but they were their own thing, and the movies translate to that. It doesn't feel like, oh, what's gonna happen? Or is this gonna go to this MCU or not? No, they were their own films.
And here's the thing: they could still have a balance between those two things too.
But by saying because they were their own films, they focused on it being its film, not, oh, okay, how is this going to connect to this story? How are we going to make this fit to this story? No, let's make a story.
But if done correctly, you could have both. If done correctly.
You could.
Keyword.
You could, but again, people will get fatigued after a while. Dude, you honestly expect the entire fan base to keep up with half the shit they've been putting out? Okay, so I gotta go to Disney Plus to watch that. Okay, so this is coming out. Oh, so this is coming out. Oh my God, what's going on here? How am I gonna keep up with all this?
People binge watch too. They just wait.
Dude, we ain't got time for that. A lot of people ain't got time for that shit. A lot of people are casual watchers that like when it was just like the movies. Like, okay, I can wait for the next couple next year. But now we got TV shows. We got all that. I can't keep up, dude. I'm a Marvel fan. You know how big a Marvel fan I am. I can't keep up with that shit. I got things to do in my life. Why do you think I'm sticking with the games?
I have yet to take the time to actually watch the
Disney the game. Like think how much time consuming that is, Coy. Movies, TV shows, comics, games, like, bruh.
Like, especially with comic books and movies and shows, I've gotten to a point where I just don't care.
Hey, Beanie.
It's not even the fatigue. It's the fact that I've
I don't care anymore.
basically lost faith.
Yeah. Oh boy. All right. I'm.
the thing I had in the box downstairs.
I think I'm done because it's been 2 hours and I'm hot as hell. So guys, I'm gonna. Who's online right now? I'm gonna send you guys to
It
Cressy.
basically sucks out like the particles and stuff, like dust and
But-
stuff. So we're gonna get less dust. And
Yeah. Sorry we got side bump, but this is the Dark Side of the Moon, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining. I'm gonna
It
send
was
you
on
guys
sale on
to.
Amazon. My friend recommended it and stuff. So.
Gonna send you to Goddess Cressilia. Thank you so much for joining, and yeah. Until next time, stay gold.
Wait, what's going on? I had to take my. Oh, okay.